Welcome to Central Happenings Network. I'm your host, Bellagio.Sampler, and welcome to the show. I hope you all are enjoying the music of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. But this is a random PlayStation 1 soundtrack. Welcome everyone, Snowball, Raymond Duncan on D Live, Seamus Davis, Gover5, Sean Theme, and Nikki BT. We are going to read some good information tonight. I'm going to break down some current events. We're doing an hour of news. Z-Jenny on Twitch, how you doing? We are going to do an hour of news at least. And then we are going to get comfy and watch some interesting videos. But we have a lot of news. This might be more than an hour. Economic shifts, economic changes, UFO disclosure, some pretty radical stuff. Some Biden information. Let me know if the stream is okay, guys. Sean Theme, how you doing? Let me know. YouTube's saying that it's not receiving enough transmission, and my OBS is saying that that is BS. I have no drop frames. $30 frames. Everything's golden. I don't know why YouTube would lie about this. Let me refresh the page. But anyway, you guys let me know. The stream is perfect, Snowball saying. Good. Alright, great. Forget YouTube, what they're saying. First, I think it's hilarious. I don't have a Twitter anymore, but I keep up with it. And Titus is beefing with Jay Deere. That guy, Jay Deere, is a complete CIA hired wacko. And I think I have a picture that I could showcase once I pull up the viewer. Oh man, you would have thunk that I saved it. The picture when it was posted in my Discord when I brought this subject up. Great picture. Hold on, I'm looking for it. It'll be there. We're going to talk about DMX in a little bit. But basically, all these big talking heads, you could tell what faction they're a part of because they're all wearing... Here we go, getting close, getting closer. They're all wearing the same outfits. They're all wearing Hawaiian shirts. Here we go. Aha. Beautiful. I found it. Here's one. There's two. This is a twofold jab operation. So look at all these e-celebs with their shirts, guys. We got Sticks with their, I guess they like this fashion. I don't know. We got what's his name? the ex-CIA NSA agent. We have Nick Fuentes. When did the Hawaiian shirt become the official symbol of alt media hubris? You guys can't see any of this because the window's not up. Okay, here we go. Look, we got Sticks with the Hawaiian shirt. We got Steven Pachenik. Not to be confused with Vladimir Pachenko. And then we have Nicholas Fuentes. But then you have this Jay Dyer guy. This guy, man. If anybody glows in the dark, it's this guy. Mr. Jay Dyer. I just think it's funny. I guess Titus called him out that he wasn't going to call out Alex Jones on faking this operation. We have a bunch of more news. You're going to look at it very shortly. I got the first subject up here. So basically, you're looking at the refund, public information, of the Biden family taxable income of $944,000. And they received a refund of $46,000. That's a negative 5% tax rate. I thought they were supposed to pay at least 35%. How are we going to have the wealthy pay more taxes by increasing the rate on them again? Question mark. Pretty radical stuff. Why is it that it's not just rich, normal rich people pay good taxes and they do good charity, but people like politicians, they get away with not paying taxes, paying negative taxes? Let's see what you guys are saying in the chats all around. It's not my type of fashion. A good Hawaiian shirt once in a while on the beach, you know. It's very big in the Teamster Union amongst old veterans, right? Old veterans wear this stuff. But now it's becoming like this symbol. I don't see a problem with it. I'm just calling out the fact that it's odd that you have all these talking heads wearing it. It's fine if you wear one. It's fine if you or me wear one. I don't think it's fine if I just come out live on air and just start preaching in one, though. You know, I don't know. You tell me. It's definitely like a, dare I say, Easter egg. No, you wanted me to say whistle, right? Dog whistle? They're not bad if you wear them out normally. But if, let's just say, you wear one to a Trump rally, I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird. The weirdest thing is the people wearing it in media. That's the only thing I find weird about it. If you want to wear one out to a rally, it's completely normal, especially if you're above the age of 49. Then a Hawaiian shirt is perfectly normal. But if you're below the age of 13, like Nick Fuentes, or if you're below the age of, like, you know, what do you think Jay Dyer? Jay Dyer is probably a Gen Xer, right? I don't know. It's odd. It's odd just the talking heads doing it. Okay, let's get back into the tax thing, guys. Like, everyone wanted to see Trump's taxes. Well, if I can give a common sense answer, I don't know. What would we see on Trump's taxes? I bet he paid his taxes, but I bet he also used tricks to minimize, you know, the different things. But negative, look at this, 46,000. That's a nice refund, man. Holy, how do you do that? How do you do it? this anon. Let me we're gonna fast forward this thread right in front of the whole economic section. We're gonna make a video out of it. We're gonna talk about XRP, guys. Holy moly! How can you not understand that it took years for Bitcoin to take off? For years, Bitcoin crabbed. Look at the whole history of it, the whole price chart. XRP now is doing pretty good. I was gifted a bunch and I bought a few when it was about 28 cents. And now it's $1.20 and it's going to go up. But there's some like very unique things about XRP. Very unique things. We're gonna wait to talk about that until some more people come in. Let's talk about the news now. Finally discussing big time about Hunter Biden's laptop bombshell. How he got unauthorized Secret Service protection, begged Joe to run for White House to salvage his own reputation, and made porn films with prostitutes. Forensic experts prove laptop is his. What wasn't in Hunter's book? Pretty crazy. And we all know, if you look into the allegations, guys, if you look into the detective work done by anons out there that stared at hours of Hunter Biden schlong pics, but they have unrefutable evidence that definitely could hold up in a court of law, and any detective, that this man does very bad things. Let's just say allegedly, with people very close to him. People very close to, let's just say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, the family tree. Very depraved stuff. It's almost like the royal family, guys. The royal family. Now's a good time to hop over to those threads. Prince Philip died at 99 years of age, guys. This is like, who edits this stuff? Pretty good job, right? Pretty good job. Prince Philip lived 99 years. Do you think in those 99 years he earned the title of Chad, or did he remain a pleb? This was just a funny picture I wanted to pull up, but I have some good information on this guy. Look at this meme, guys. Prince Philip died today. Is this relevant or just a bizarre coincidence? He died at 9 a.m. on the 9th of April, the 99th day of the year, at the age of 99. And they're saying 1921 minus 2021 again adds up to 9. I don't understand how that adds up to 9, but I'm no math wizard. I'm sure somebody out there could figure that one out. Pretty wacky. Yeah, look, somebody said, nobody responded to him. He got digits though, but he posted this picture of this thing orbiting in space. In space, the stars don't twinkle. But they green texted 1921 minus 2021 adds to 9 with this picture. Like, that's kind of how I felt when they said that, because my math is that Common Core maybe. Let me know, chat. What is 1921 minus 2021. It, again, adds to the... I don't think this adds to the 9. Please let me know if it does. My math is off. This is... Tell me, I don't know. I don't know. That guy got vaxxed, someone's saying. No, if he did, they have... Their vaccines are the purest of the pure. If the elite are doing better forms of cocaine, better forms of laboratory drugs and synthesized substances that you've never heard of, fountain of youth drugs, fountain of youth concoctions, IVs, at the very least with vitamin, high grade, laboratory grade vitamins. If he were to take a vaccine, it would be of the highest quality, like that they tested on flocks of seagulls, right? 150 flocks of seagulls. So people are saying, here we go, look. He was born at a very young age of 0, so 99 minus... Apparently math is a conspiracy theory? I don't know, guys. I see, that's why. I leave the math to the experts. Okay, let's keep going. Pretty wild, guys. What were his last words, this guy's saying? So, if we had to get into the whole Z theory, Xenon, okay? This guy died months ago, okay? At the very least, months ago. And they're just telling us now. We must turn on an office light. 1 second. Okay. Office light is on. That's good. Someone's saying, what were his last words? And they just posted Burger King's most wild viral ad campaign in the history of mankind. Here's an actual quote, though, from this pretty sick individual. If I pass away, I want my quotes to be based around Jesus, based around like good, boosting morale, making people feel good, lifting people up. But look at this pretty downer. This guy is like King Doomer, right? King Goth. He's under the bridge dancing with all the goths at the rave. If I were reincarnated, I would wish to be returned to Earth as a killer virus to lower human population levels. Prince Philip AZ quotes, guys. What do you think about that? People are posting some real funny stuff all across the chats, guys. I don't want to single you out. But let's just say Twitch is based tonight. Uh-oh. If you could guess this video game, you win a prize. This time I won't spoil it. This is a perfect soundtrack for the death of Prince Philip. Do you still throw spears at each other? Prince Philip asked to the indigenous leader William Bryn during a visit to the Aboriginal Culture Park in Queensland. 2002. That's pretty racist, right? Uh-oh, Sean Theme, you win. Wild arms. You are correct. Listen. Where do you want your prize? I could just post a Steam key in the chat and hopefully everyone respects and gives it to you. This is a Steam video game. Or you can email me. Just email me. Make a fake email if you have to. Email me and I'll give you a free Steam video game. I got so many that goes for pretty much anybody in chat right now currently. We get the free Steam keys, guys. From Shenzhen Chuan. Huan. You know that place, guys? It's the new Blockbuster. No, I'm kidding. I have Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle. Which is pretty based. Okay, so everyone's guessing what his last words were. We're not going to play that whole game entirely. We could play it in chat. I got some real controversial news, guys. Don't worry, we're going to read it. You coomers and zoomers, simmer down. Okay, we got some. You're going to love this. Hold on. The volcano, guys. The music's too loud in my ears. Hold on. How's the music in... Oh, I just paused it. Damn you. Okay. How's the music in your ears? Hopefully it's good. Seamus Davis says Joe Biden said a very racist slur against African Americans in the 1980s. Holy moly. Was that the real Joe Biden or the clone Joe Biden, guys? I think the left is perfectly fine that Joe Biden's been cloned. Seamus Davis says 0.111001 chance of being born a rich prince. Winds up being a Wojak Doomer that wins the lottery. Ay, ay, ay. So true. So let's talk about this real quick, guys. We're hanging. We're hanging. We might even game later. We'll see. We might even game later. There's a game called... Okay, I'm giving you guys a pro tip right now. Hold on. Let's see. When I say, guys, there's a new game out. You gotta spend $70 if you want to play with Bellagio. No. Let me tell you what this game is. This game is free. And it looks pretty fun. It's called Totally Accurate Battlegrounds. Totally Accurate Battlegrounds. The description is Battle Royale like you've never seen it before. Start the match skydiving face first into a building and end the game by beating your opponents in a gun-blazing game of the floor is lava. Features up to 60 players wobbling around. Squad, duo, and solo mode. Great for first dates. Physics-based parkour. The wobblier, the better. Fun-sized map. So the game's completely physics-based. Like, the characters look like Jello. It's really weird physics. I don't know if you've heard of it. We'll watch a trailer later. But Totally Accurate Battlegrounds. Free on computer on Steam. It's probably free on other platforms. I'm not sure. Games today, a lot of them are cross-platform. It surprises me. Surprises me dearly. Okay, ready, guys? So there's been a volcano. Let's go to NPR for a picture of it. Look at that. Oh ho ho ho. Volcano erupts on the Caribbean island of St. Vincente. As evacuation continues, and of course Stephen Lookner covered this, obviously. I don't know if Stephen Lookner is married. I don't know if he has kids or having kids. Whether he does or does not. He does an amazing job of going like live. He probably has like, I can envision him having scanners all over his house or apartment or room or bunker. He has police scanners everywhere from every nation, and he's just just waiting for like disaster. If he hears about like a freaking tornado in Guam, he's on it in like seconds, right? Freaking Lookner, guys, but we're no Lookner here. We'll cover something. I'll give you deep cut analysis. This is why you guys ride with Bellagio Sampler at CHN. Because, listen, we're not covering the volcano as it's destroying homes right now. And like, you know, reaping the benefits like Mr. Lookner. But what we're doing right now is I'm going to explain to you 3 different formats of why this is happening, okay? These volcanoes, why this happened. Let's read a little bit first. Let's zoom in. You said zoom in? No, no one said zoom in, but I'm reading your mind. Reading your mind. A volcano on the eastern Caribbean island of St. Vincent has experienced an explosive eruption. According to officials there, hours after increased activity at the mountain triggered a mandatory evacuation of nearby residents. Wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this one. Keck Magician in the house, how are you doing? Fireman's ball, yeah. We need some Lookner memes. I almost want to make a public CHN Reddit. Why not, right at this point? Just to have people dump memes in. Clever memes. Like, we need more Lookner memes. We can have Lookner Tuesdays, right? I only use Reddit, like, to post a video. Like, this is how good Reddit is for Bellagio. I post a video like, oh, I made a new video, a somewhat conspiracy topic. Oh, okay, check it out. You know, put it on our conspiracy. It just gets freaking taken off in like 10 minutes by bots or moderator bots, not even real people. It's like, you didn't fill out submission form 57 before posting this. You didn't put enough flair. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. You didn't let Reddit check your oil gauge. It's like, give me a break, right? But I'll definitely make a Reddit because people will post. It could be public. It could be a nice leaping ground to get people into the Discord. And we're gonna do another Discord open up, let people in again soon. We're gonna reformat the Discord a little bit. Maybe make a public area and then the upper echelon area, which we are now. Everyone, whoever's in the Discord right now is already in the upper echelon level, which will be, we're just naming that now, and someday we can name it the freaking Funhouse level. I don't know, but basically make a public one that people could just come in. Posting on Reddit's like doing your taxes. It's crazy. It's so difficult, and I'm not like tech illiterate. You know, right now I'm trying to figure out how to play private server Asheron's Call. Asheron's Call 2, you know, emulated servers. This is wacky shit, wacky stuff, guys. Wacky shot, you know? So if I could do this, of course I could like post on Reddit, but Reddit is so difficult that they just don't want they don't want people like me posting. Very discriminatory. I think it's because I'm black. Probably, right? We're all black here, right? Everyone that gets discriminated against on Reddit is definitely of my people. I love you all. Let's see. I like this thread. The mods only let one other, or maybe it's the same guy. They only let him post twice, but it was gold. Okay, this is, do we have anything before I want to talk about? This is heavy. Let's talk about the gun. Oh no, we're still talking about the volcano. We're not done with the volcano, guys. Big volcano, big ash plumes, big evacuations happening. The entire island practically 16,000 residents. Huge stuff, okay? The mountain also erupted in 1718, 1812, 1814, 1902, 1903. The 1902 eruption killed 1,600 people. So this volcano, it erupts, guys, okay? Everyone needs to relax. People that rebuilt on that area, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful area. They took the risk. They know you know, they're all these different times you're seeing. This song is really awesome. What game is this? I played this game. Oh, this is also Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Just a different song. If you guys can't hear it, or if it's too loud, let me know. Let me check the multi-chat. I want to see what people are saying on other platforms. Make sure I'm not... Okay, Nikki BT says there was a big earthquake in Indonesia as well. Base Bellagio. Nikki BT is saying, I hear you, brother. There's been earthquakes everywhere. I have a whole video on it with Earthquake Anon. Yeah, he's talking. Nikki BT's talking about Biden's getting crazy. He said some bad stuff, Red Dead Redemption style. Biden is a bad hombre. He would be like a he would wear like a big hat, a big sombrero. He would have like a twisted little mustache. Crusader San over on D Live is saying Saturday night comfy stream. Thank you, brother. James Link 007, how you doing, brother? Over on D Live. Okay. Pool Dead is here in the house. How you doing? Pool Dead just said he got vaccinated only because he wants a free Krispy Kreme. Right? Isn't that like the best incentive, guys? Free? Oh my god, like, pick the best donut shop, why don't you? Krispy Kreme? What is it? 1995? 1996? What year is this? Mr. Anderson in the house. Very interesting takes, Mr. Anderson. Yes, I agree. The pole shift theories. The whole pole shift theories. There's some credence to those. So here's let me get back on the volcano point. This is good. We're talking good. So the difference now, people evacuated then. People got hurt in 1902, but they still evacuated, yada yada. Volcanic eruptions on Montserrat forced most of the population to abandon the island. The eruption of Martinique's Pole Pipeli in 1902 wiped out the town of Saint Pierre, killing an estimated 29,000 people, guys. So this area is not, you know, not too unfamiliar with this. Here is the ringer. Here is the curve ball. Are you ready for this? I want you to hold on to whatever you're sitting on. Hold on to your seats. Volcano evacuees won't be allowed to escape unless they're unless they're vaccinated. And look at the meme that was the guy posted. Whoever made this thread, bless your soul. The memes you choose speak life into the people. Time to die now, it says, and the actor's face speaks a million. So this is the bad. I mean, this is like a bad movie, a bad Hollywood movie, like Island of the Vaccinated or Silence of the Needle, all those movies. Silence of the Jabbed. So they won't let you leave unless you're vaccinated. 9:08 a.m. local time on Friday, St. Vincent National Emergency Management Organization announced. I had to unzip my I'm wearing a tracksuit right now, like a Russian mobster, like an old school New Jersey style, you know, Italian mobster. Not the New Yorkers. They would wear a little bit nicer stuff. Just the Jersey style. 9:08 a.m. local time, St. Vincent's National Emergency Management Organization announced in a tweet that the volcano known as La Soufriere Soufriere. I don't know. It's up in the air. It's like potato. Had experienced an explosion eruption. Royal Caribbean International Serenade of the Seas and Celebrity Cruise Celebrity Reflection are on their way to the island nation and are expected to, without having this virus, okay? This would be great. Okay, big cruise ships are coming in to rescue the people. You get to spend some time like at the pool, at the bar, eating, drinking. But no, we have the virus, and if everyone believes in that, living in fear, they're not, I'm sure the captain is not a hardcore Christian and is instilling no mask order on the ship, right? Just faith order, I call it. Gonsalves said people who wish to board a rescue cruise ship or who are granted temporary refuge on any nearby island will have to be vaccinated. Oh my God. Gets pretty crazy, guys. Clown World's getting nutty. Let's talk about your guys' response to this, because I cut this up in the videos now for the main channel. Let's explain that a little bit for everyone, people that aren't up to speed fully. I want you to understand what's happening. The main channel right now has 2 strikes on it. One more strike, we would get deleted. But I have faith that God is protecting the channel. But we also just got monetized, and instead of shutting the channel down, that's what 98% of people do on YouTube that this happens to. They just shut the channel down, privatize everything. We are just releasing normie content on the main channel. We're doing like 1% political, mild, like PG videos. Very mild political, but just normie content on the main channel. And it's good to decompress. I suggest you guys come over and hang out on the main channel. I've turned down the ads because, there were too many ads. I turned them down. So you won't have as many. And come hang out. Check out some normie content. And a lot of my ads are going to be local for your area. I don't get like super ads, like Rolls Royce ads, stuff like that. So it's okay. It's not too bad. Here at the backup channel, CHN News, will do these live streams. We have some more flexibility here. We have no strikes over here. Okay? But yeah, that's the explanation. And for those of you that are sticking around, riding with the army of CHN, thank you. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being a part of the crew, the team. If you are a producer, you sponsor the show. My Patreons, we just got paid this month, $62, I think. Thank you guys extremely. You guys rock. And these random PayPals we get, and you guys are amazing. We have a Streamlabs if you want to say something. It's down below. I think it's only $2. We don't have super chats over here, but we do on the main channel. And once after May 5th or May 7th, something, then we could start doing some more live streams over on the main channel, a little bit more political stuff. And then in June, we could do a little bit more. But to give you the full update, I'm having my first child. Okay, in summertime. So Bellagio is going to be taking the summer off, probably 3 to 4 months. I don't know. It's my first child. So people out there that are fathers, I know Pool Dead's a father. Others out there are fathers. But I'm thinking I'm going to take 3 months off. But I'm going to do my best to load up the channel with content. So even like right now, or like us hanging out, or if we're talking about politics, this might make it into a video that you see a few months from now, a little nostalgia video. And I'm gonna pump in full amounts of videos, even if it's normie stuff too. That's why we do a lot of these edited videos now. We're gonna have a whole bunch of stuff to watch later. This is my new favorite YouTuber. I'm gonna leave him up on the screen. Hopefully you can't see. You probably could see, but guess who this is? I'm gonna read what you guys are saying. You guys are happy. Yes. Asterios is saying, what kind of crypto? Any kind that you want, brother. I have my links down below. You tell me if there's one better. I think XRP is gonna moon, but right now what I'm holding on I can't unzip my freaking hoodie, my tracksuit. There it goes. It was stuck. I'm holding Algo right now and XLM on Coinbase, and I have a bunch of XRP on Coinbase Pro, but it's not worth anything. But I'm thinking they're going to relist it any day now. But thank you guys very much. Congratulations, Pool Dead saying. Congrats. Thank you very much. You're going to smoke a cigar to that. Harper Peralta's super happy. So yes. I'm having a summer baby. It's going to be good. I'm super excited. I'm just reading what you got. I'm reading what Mr. Anderson's saying about a USB-C. I like it. Yeah, I'm super thrilled. Starting the family is the most important thing you could do in this day and age. A lot of people think... I'm trying to take this hoodie off with the headset on, so bear with me. A lot of people think protesting, those are all important too, but family and building a family is the most important. I suggest for those of you out there that are at stage 1, you know, so if you want to look at it like a video game, if you don't have a girlfriend yet, right? There's people out there, it's fine. Definitely want to go to a good community to find yourself a good girlfriend. Where would I start? A church. Honestly, think about it. Church is a good place to find someone, especially nowadays, because the only good churches that are open are ones that are fighting the protest. Pool Dead. You're absolutely right. Yes, I have bruises already. Harper Peralta, thank you very much. Yeah, Pool Dead. I'm super excited. Yeah, the whole thing is a miracle. I look at pregnancy and what women like go through. Definitely a miracle tier, right? I couldn't imagine my body transforming like that. So, guys, did you guess who this is on the screen? He is my new favorite YouTuber. I'm not even kidding. I'm subscribed down below. We're going to watch a couple of his videos later. I love him. I'm not even speaking unironically. I used to be a fan of him when I was a kid and a teenager. Okay, that's how back he goes. But now he is like more wise and calmer. He hates Hollywood. He talks about how Hollywood's destroyed. And yeah, we're going to watch some of his videos later. Do you know who he is? You'll find out later. He's been transformed though. This is what age does to you. Let's go back. Where's the video? This is what age does to you guys. I guess your head grows. I don't know. His head's a lot bigger than it used to be. Who is that? Wayne Lambert? That is Jamie Kennedy, guys. Jamie Kennedy. Do you remember him? Malibu's Most Wanted. I'm surprised. You're surprised that you like him, Bellagio? Wait till you see some of the videos. He talks about Hollywood. There's some insider info. We're going to break it down. I'm going to react to it. Okay, let's talk about Biden's gun stuff, okay? Oh, I don't have the video or the picture, but I can get the picture. It's on my phone. I will send it to the Discord. Okay, send it to the Discord. So this guy has a Fed post. We're not even going to read it. Talking about, you know, Minecraft, how to build a house out of mud, stuff like that. We're gonna talk about DMX also. DMX, definitely. I don't have a thread up of him, but we're gonna talk about him next. Okay, ready? We have to send the picture to the Discord. This is useful. This is why this is the very least. I like all the I haven't been using it that much, guys, because now you know why. I am prepping. I'm getting ready. So I'm gonna send a picture to Happenings, and the picture, I better have saved it. Wow. Huh. I didn't even save the picture. Maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. I'll just haven't even explained what I'm talking about. It's all in my head still, because I'm still looking for the picture. Well, anyway, here we go, guys. Ready? Biden's new ATF appointee. Okay, his new ATF pick is they won't have his name here for some reason, but the ATF guy was like a soldier in the Waco standoff, and is pictured holding a rifle over dead children's bodies, burned dead bodies. Very sick people. You know, the whole Waco thing, whether you agree with it or not. I have to shut my blinds 1 second. Whether you agree with it or not, was definitely a form of government human sacrifice. It was some wacky stuff, right? Government disgust. But Biden do announce executive action on guns, named ATF nominee. The guy that I'm talking about, he was vicious, guys. Like, really sick. To American citizens, too, whether you agree with it or not. Biden wants to turn 400,000 Americans into felons, somebody said. Can somebody red pill me in chat if you know exactly what he wants to do? But I don't own any guns anymore. I've actually sold them in the past couple years, right? We sold them at gun shows. We've gotten rid of them. They're all gone. The great Action Park boating disaster of 1993, 1994, back to back. They're, yeah, so. But I truly believe that they're not this. They can't. Okay, American is more instilled with gun culture than Switzerland. You know, I don't know what you guys think, but I don't think it's gonna be bad. People have to stand up and vote against it. At this point, we're back to the two-party system that everyone feared about and cried about with Donald Trump, even though Trump was the usurper. He came in as a third party, basically, using the GOP, right? Whatever they're called. Let's see what you guys are saying. Okay, let's reviews of DMCA release stuff. So what are you saying, Mr. Anderson, that his video is, we're able to watch it? Sounds good. YouTube channel called Jason A. Wait, I'm telling YouTube the way chat is awesome tonight. You guys are doing awesome. I'm gonna read everyone else's. I'm gonna read D Live and Twitch in a minute. Asteris says, I'm remembering him getting blacklisted and dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, Jamie Kennedy, yes, he's back. He's pissed at Hollywood, guys. You're gonna like these videos. I'm really telling you. He is a much different Jamie Kennedy. He is like, it's almost like Yoda. He's like wiser now. He has not been cloned. This is what your, like, you know, normal age does to you. Up the 8-bit guy. We're gonna watch that too. Where are you, Jamie? There you are, Jamie Kennedy. We're gonna watch this, the Neuralink monkey. There he is. Yeah, this is, we know he's not a clone because look, normal age, normal wear and tear, human body, no Hollywood adrenochrome injections, right? But he still looks, he doesn't look unhealthy. He just looks older and a little chubby around the chubby cheeks, right? It's okay. He likes food. Okay, ready? So now we're going to talk about WW3, guys. This is a heavy topic. WW3. Six String Ronin, how you doing? Destroyer Iniquity, what's going on, brother? Let's check out what's going on DLive. Going down. Free donuts is a dirty move, Crusader says. James Link says, doing well, Bellagio. Thank you for asking. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I'm doing amazing. Amazing. Going down. Crusader says, Bellagio squatting while streaming. Doing some squats. Going down some more. Crusader Sans happy. Congratulations. I'm going way back up in the chat. My Killer, thank you very much. Buy link or stay poor. Send me some link, please. Go ahead. Do I have a link? Do I have a link down below in the link? I think so. Probably. Send Bellagio some link, yes. WolfChad77 is on Twitch. How you doing? We was Kangs, yes. We all are Kangs. Biblically speaking, you are a king, yes. Under the order of Melchizedek, a kingly priest. Who is that? Wayne Lambert. Yeah, I saw that. Okay. I am shocked. Raymond. Yeah, I got. Okay. So James Link says he heard DMX took the. Let's talk about DMX real quick. DMX is dead. There's multiple reports. If. Let me know if the music's too loud. Multiple reports if he got vaccinated, if he died of an overdose, or if he died of a heart attack. So here's the thing. Right now, let's talk about. Let me pull up the whole thing about DMX so I could see. For my editing, I can make a DMX segment right now because I'm about to red pill the masses. Okay. Okay. Why can't they just tell me he's dead? Like if you just Google DMX right now, it's like, oh, it's nice articles, very nice articles, but can't you just tell me, like, here we go, CNN. Oh, thank God for CNN, right? Okay. DMX. Let me make sure you can see it. DMX rapper and actor dies at 50, guys. Okay, we're deeply saddened to announce one Earl Simmons passed away. He was a Christian. He believed in God. He struggled with drugs. Okay, here's the red pill right now. Okay. Right now, the Chinese are sending doped and drugged drugs through the American border systems onto the American streets. What I mean by that is, let's just say you are a drug addict, okay? Or let's just say, for a better argument, if this even exists, and you know people think it exists in the realm of Hollywood, and you know that you could be a responsible user of meth, we'll say, right? And people in Hollywood say, you know, I use on the weekends, you know, I use on, and then I go back to work on Monday, and then I go back on Friday to Sunday, and To me, that's still an addiction. It's still a problem. But anyway, let's just pretend even you do it once a month, once a year. I like to, you know, do some H or something, right? Horrible stuff, and I'd never advocate for drug use. But the Chinese and other nefarious agents that are against the American government are drugging the drugs with fentanyl. Fentanyl. So like I said, let's say that you want substance A, okay? If you are a substance A user, hypothetically speaking and realistically speaking, you want the purest form of that substance. If you're an opium user, you want the purest form, I guess, right? And you don't want dirty stuff. You don't want adulterated stuff. But the people that are at war with America are polluting everything with fentanyl. And that is possibly how DMX could have died. I don't know if his autopsy was released. But a lot of people around the country right now, if you look at police blotters, if you look at obituaries around the country, a lot of people are dying from fentanyl overdoses mixed with other substances. What do you think about that, guys? Have you heard about this? And horrible stuff like, I listened to DMX when I was younger. I'm from New York. I thought DMX was okay. He wasn't I don't think he was a role model, obviously, but in terms of rap music, you know, looking back now, he has classics, because all the stuff nowadays is pretty bad, guys. Did the Chinese kill Prince Philip? Frank Beatty saying? God forbid. Echoven is saying, just remember that Obama allowed fentanyl into America. Yeah, you're probably right. And, you know, here's a great example. This video right here, this DMX video, we're going to edit this and it'll be uploaded like May 8th, the day after we lose one of the strikes, you know? Because we're talking about subjects that they don't want you to know about. And guys, if you really want to know the truth and good off-topic subjects that would be banned here, you got to be subscribed to my BitChute. Links are down below. You got to be subscribed to my backup channels where we have more controversial topics. Let's just say there's an FF event tomorrow. Well, I'll have a BitChute video about it. There won't be a YouTube video about it. Put it that way. Oh my God, Sean Theme, you lost 3 friends. I lost family, right? This is crazy, guys. The government polluted our parents' generation, our grandparents' generation with easy drugs that they got from pharmacies, right? They thought it was okay. They were getting prescribed horrible stuff. It's crazy, right? The whole system is a satanic system. So now let's talk about World War III, guys. This guy's been enlightened by the schizos. Aham. He's like clearing his throat. Allies is going to be Israel, USA Republicans, Saudi Prince, Egypt, Greece, India, Japan, Germany, Syria, Iraq, Australia. Versus the Central Powers, UK, USA Democrats, Russia, Putin, China, Iran, Turkey, Qatar, Pakistan, Saudi King, France, Italy, Spain, and Ukraine. I don't fully agree with this entire list. This is some funny music for this World War III speech I'm about to give. Where are we at? We're at... This is Metal Gear Solid? No. This is Metal Gear Solid, guys. I don't believe it. UK control, now we know this is gonna close to truth. UK controls the Democrats, Clintons are against Israel. UK is the one funding all the Muslims along with China. Muslim countries in China have a modern militaries thanks to the hacking of Australia US bases by the Democrats in China. Egypt, Greece, India, this is all according to this Anon, not my analysis. He's saying Egypt, Greece, India being built up as the allied powers as Germany is being forced to do some bad stuff. Israel by the Republicans operated sword 2020 to Germany, South Europe. COVID is destruction of the dollar and the rise of China. No more money for the US superpower. Nukes for all the countries. They must be armed to war against the allies. So this is kind of building up, and then we go into a World War tension thread we're going to talk about. Frank Beatty, what do we think about shapeshifters? I think they're real, bro. They're demons. They're demons, bro. World tensions are increased in 2021. What are the odds of World War III actually starting? China sends more jets to the island of Taiwan. Japan steps up for China. USA and France send more submarines with nuclear weaponry and navy to the Pacific to buffer between China and Taiwan. Border tensions are escalating between Ukraine and Russia. Biden accused Putin of being a murderer, which isn't helping the already tense world. What is the chance of World War III and nuclear war happening? Well, there's always war and rumors of wars. Memory hold, how you doing? L. Bakerson, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. We're doing some news now, then I got some good videos for you guys. Good videos. So World War III we're talking about. Let's drink some water. It's interesting how that Anon broke down the World War as like it would be civil war in countries also. It'd be like Saudi Arabia civil war, you know, factions would be joining up, and Democrat versus Republican factions on different sides. He didn't openly say it'd be civil war in the streets, but certain factions backing factions, whether it's by proxy or not. World War III is already in a cold phase right now. The information portion started years ago. I always called it World War III, World War 3.5, World War IV, you know, is going to be the actual ground war. And this whole virus is designed to cripple the West while the East is okay. And I you know, honestly, I like Russia. They're a Christian nation. You know, there's so many anti-Russian people out there. But look how good they've been doing, okay? No hard lockdown since last April for 2 weeks. No social distancing, no self-isolation. That improves immune system. That improves herd immunity. Just like the Amish and the Quakers. No one gives a heck about masks except most dumb shop owners. Cinema, bars, nightclubs, and everything else is fully open since January, basically at full capacity. And you know what? That's kind of like it is in flyover country and good parts of America, and even, you know, parts that aren't completely just like inundated, you know, by the clown world, by people that are living in fear. No one really cares about wearing a mask out in public unless you're going to walk into a shop and you do it out of politeness, or you walk in there with no mask and the shop owner's like, could you please wear a mask? And then if you don't want to shop there, you go somewhere else, or you put a mask on, I guess. But that's kind of how it is here too. Where I live, bars, cinemas, everything's opened up. I don't know about nightclubs. I'm not quite into the nightclub scene, but I know bars have been open, cinemas have been open. There's a cool cinema that just opened up that's basically like a restaurant. Like you could get a full meal, a nice cold beer, and sit in the back in a cool recliner and watch a cool movie. Can't wait to go. I just took my wife out for sushi today, and no, there was no. She did not have any raw fish. because it's not good to eat while you're pregnant. Good quality salmon's good to eat, like cooked fish, and certain fishes, not all fish, definitely not big fishes, not swordfish, nothing big, nothing that could have mercury in it. The best fish is the small sardines, fresh sardines, not canned. Canned are good too, but we went out to sushi, got some nice shrimp tempura rolls, stuff like that. I ate all the raw funky stuff. But next time we go out, it's going to be to that movie theater. A massive Arctic base. Oh yeah, the Arctic up north or down? Yeah, up north. Yeah, Russia definitely has a massive, and they on the last episode, I think we watched that about the Russian subs poking out. I think I have those videos. I haven't even started uploading them yet. They'll be uploaded next week. I'm gonna start doing one video per day, just to stretch it out and start getting a stockpile of videos for when I take off for the summer. Let's keep talking about this WW3 scenario. So what I think is going to happen, okay, we'll go back to Elon Musk, we'll go back to Trump, okay, we'll go back to, this is huge, we'll go back to this, the UFO stuff soon. We're going to talk about UFOs. Okay, here we go. This is what I think is going to happen, guys. I'm rubbing my eyes right now. They got, oh, my eyes are a little dry. Okay, here we go. Perfect. I just got hit by the nanobots, right? I gotta wash my glasses too. That's what you get for cooking. For cooking, not you know what, not the other one. I'm not. So I believe right now, Christians out there, true Christians living by faith, first and foremost, and secondly, smart anons out there that are not buying into the fear, that are living by motivation, that they might come into this too. We're gonna see unprecedented prosperity in these trying times, okay? And it starts with a great transfer of wealth. How can this happen? It can happen by crypto coins as we know it. A lot of people have their favorites in crypto coin. I like diversifying. I don't have a lot of money, so right now, like I said in the beginning of the show, I just have a little Algo and XLM and XRP. I believe that XRP is going to be picked up by the world government system. I believe it already is being used by banking. There's two different ledgers for XRP. Okay, let's look at that right here. There are glitches with XRP on many different exchanges, and it says that XRP is at 16.95 trillion XRP in circulation, which is not true. There's much less, according to what public people are being told. But there's two separate ledgers, the public ledger and then the private banking ledger, which what they're using behind the scenes. And this is all part of the XRP schizo generals and all the mythos and lore. This is just what I believe. But I don't believe in like putting like all your eggs in one basket per se, or I'm not against any crypto. If you send me anything from I don't even know what BNB is, was it Binance? Binance, Tether, Card. Like, I'm not against any of these because I just don't see why to be against it. Like if someone's, but would I invest in any of these? That's the difference. I don't know if I would invest in any of these because I have to look into them, research them. But as I've researched XRP, for me, the writing is on the wall that this could be a future coin of the global governance system. And we could do a whole show on this. We will have to do a show on this. Subject XRP follow-up from January 15th. We don't disagree. We think with the current market situation, the real helpful piece of information to focus on is the bank established recently in Anchorage. The hope for the coming days based on what we see are predicting the end of March or early April for full transition and reestablishing one combined ledger. Once the market is flooded with the real volume of available shares, we are seeing a real-time price of $260.56 based on estimates of the real market evaluation of XRP they're talking about. Hopefully these numbers will be realized with the new transition being introduced. Goldman Sachs, New York. So very interesting. Okay, at the very least, they're thinking it's going to go up to that value when the ledgers are combined. So what I'm saying here is this. When I say don't put all your eggs in one basket, that also means financially. You might be making money because you own a farm and you sell cows for low, buy cows for low and sell them for high, right? Is that what you want to do, or is it the opposite? You buy stuff high and sell low, right? I'm just joking. You might be making money with real estate. I love real estate. You might be making money with stock market. If you're good at that, good for you. Like we've seen right now, the biggest transfer of wealth ever to the common man. So much so that big companies have to like shut down, like Robinhood, stuff like that. Yeah, XRP right now is $1.43 is what Six String Ronin is saying. So yes, last time I mentioned XRP on the show, I think it was maybe 50 cents. And we were bragging about that. It's $1.43. Next time we talk about it, it'll probably be $3, I'm guessing. And then next time we talk about it, higher and higher. Remember, it took Bitcoin years to even get close to being like where it is today. And if I kept the Bitcoin that I owned like the 3-4 Bitcoin at one point, I would have what, $200,000 right now after taxes or something. So my whole point is this: major transfers of wealth to the common man during these economic times. And I think good people out there are going to use this money for good, to establish good things, hire good people, make good companies, buy good properties. You know, I want to buy a giant, beautiful property. You know, like think about buying like a mega hotel. Like the Shining style hotel, you know, up in Colorado somewhere. And then just like hiring base-to-nons out there to work there and live there for free, or, you know, as long as they're working. But, you know, and it'd be a hotel. I don't know. This is one idea. I'm just throwing this out there. I haven't even thought about it. I'm just throwing a curveball at you. But yeah, basically, good people are going to get this money and do good stuff with it. I got my old Cuban cigar guy into XRP a few years ago. Nice. Yeah, thanks to some base-to-nons out there. Corrid is a great anon out there. He told me about XRP. Many of you told me about XRP. I am a boomer when it comes to crypto, though. So, like, even like Stonar has told me about many great things with the Brave browser and Batcoins, and I still haven't signed up for that because I'm such a boomer. I have to look into that and start using Brave browser for just browsing the internet, you know. But I am a boomer when it comes to crypto. But you base-to-nons out there basically donated XRP and were like, you want to hold this, and you can't sell it until I tell you to sell it. And I'm like, okay, I'll just sit on this, no biggie. And then I think I bought like $50 more worth of it, which is not bad when it's cheap, you know, 20 cents a coin. Astro says, I've been trying to go through with the donations for the past half hour, but Bittrex is giving me a hard time with the withdrawal. Don't worry about it, brother. You will figure it out when the time's right. Brutally honest, good afternoon. How you doing? I want to build a real castle like the guy, like Jim Bishop, right? I'm going down the list. Hold on. some guy in D Live, his name is Turban Karan. He's posting the Turkish flag. Hey man, you do you. You do you. Chainlink is literally on the WF website, James Link 07 says. Doesn't get much clearer than that. Klaus' book about the fourth industrial revolution. Yeah, no, but Klaus Schwab also likes XRP too. It's not like, that's what I was trying to say with all your eggs in one basket. I don't believe it's going to be like one ring rules them all, like Lord of the Rings. One crypto coin rules them all. I don't think so. I think it's going to be multifaceted, multi-layered. I think that, you know, Link and XRP and like everything has just as much value as long as it's efficient, easy to transfer. It has to be logistical. That's why I like XRP. I don't know much about Link. But I'm not disparaging it one bit. I just know that Bitcoin and Ethereum, 1.0 Ethereum, is definitely going to be phased out. They're already talking about Ether 2.0. No more mining, thank God. Just staking. I don't like miners. I'm sorry. If you are a personal miner, you have a small rig, I love you. That's great. But I'm talking about the people that go out like it's a weed operation and they buy like $50,000 warehouse. They buy every graphics card. They scalp all the graphics cards. I don't like those people one bit. I don't mind the small guy, you know, that mines whatever crypto you mine, but one day they're going to go after you miners for being non-green cryptocurrency, non-green crypto, right? Right. Okay, I love it. Good information on my D Live about Chainlink. If you guys want to know about it, head over there. Twitch is the crispest signal if you want to watch over on Twitch. It helps me out too. If you want to say something, we have Streamlabs down below. $2 to say something. Look at this thread in the background. Good game, Globalist. GG, we win. Nessara is coming. I gotta clean out my mouse wheel. It's a little too sensitive, or I might have to go to Windows or something. Windows might have screwed something up with an update. 404 not found from Twitter is saying, breaking proof that the United States of America Corporation is officially in bankruptcy thanks to the signature of Vera Robinson, who is a senior bankruptcy specialist at the U.S. Department of Treasury. She is the one signing the checks, guys. Vera Robinson, senior bankruptcy specialist at U.S. Department of Treasury. Vera Robinson, $1,400. What are these? The stimulus checks? Yeah, I guess the stimmy checks. Okay, and then this checks, it says, see, a stimmy check. His was signed by Donald J. Trump's economic impact, okay? And then signed by Vera Robinson, or Vera, or Vona, something like that. Vona, not Vera. So, very odd, guys. Biden didn't sign it. The treasurer didn't sign it. Now, what does this mean? This doesn't mean that America's going under. No. This means that the corporation of America that took out all the loans from China. You know, everyone talks about the Chinese debt that we owe China. Well, we just declared bankruptcy, okay? And what that means is we don't have to pay back that debt anymore. And on some grand, bigger scheme, does America take a hit to their credit score, right? That's what happens when you declare bankruptcy. If I declare bankruptcy, or if Memory Hole were to declare bankruptcy, if We Steal's Play-Doh Snakes were to declare bankruptcy, the common man, we would take a massive hit to our credit score. But I don't know if that happens with governments. What's going to happen is they're going to change and make a whole new banking system, I feel. But this is more proof to the whole Xenon movement, the whole movement that the US military is in charge, why the military is still in Washington, D.C., why it's still surrounded by fences, why Biden is still barely giving public speeches. He's basically senile. Even like left-wing advocates, centrists, everyone's talking about senile Biden, right? Pretty wacky. But something's happening with the economy, and like I said, if you have faith, if you're a believer, you're going to be first in line for the financial redistribution, and then second in line people who are motivated, not black-pilled and smart, and like looking into these cryptos. Many of you are way smarter than me with crypto, so you know, and just what my biggest advice is, don't be a tribalist. Diversify, you know, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Have a little XRP, have a little XLM, have a little, someone I think is saying someone's saying on Twitch that he bought some Cardano. Wolf Chad bought SOATE Cardano and GRT crypto this morning. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know any of those. I've heard of Cardano, but I am proud of you. It's definitely good to have a diversified stack, because any of those can moon, any of those can be picked up by a nation out there, you know, and then all of a sudden you're sitting. The only stock I own right now I sold all my stocks. I played the stock market for like a month. I lost like $80. But the only stock I hold now is Bay Horse Silver. It's a silver mine, and my theory is if silver ever explodes, my 600 shares or whatever I have left could take off, right? But my crypto's doing a lot better now this week too. Let me know when you receive the Ethereum I sent. Feel free to. Well, bro, thank you. It's Bittrex, so it could take a little bit. We went down with the Bittrex. Well, let me withdraw. Okay, we'll check. We're gonna check. I should get it through my email. Yeah, bro. Wow, thank you. Holy crap. Whoa! Holy freaking crap! Whoa! I just got 0.18 Ethereum, which is worth $390. Okay. First and foremost, thank you very much. That's going directly to my diaper fund for my new baby. You are freaking incredible. I am like blown away. Holy crap. But what you tell me what to do with this, because I always do this for people that gift me crypto, because you know more about Ether than I do. Stonar is a huge Ether buff. I should probably sit on this, right? Is it going to keep going up? Do you recommend trading this? Do you recommend just sitting on it and keeping it in my stack? Whatever you tell me to do, I'm going to do it. God, jeez. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Asterios, dude. My Greek brethren. Thank you so much, dude. Holy crap. Did you make a mistake? Was that supposed to be 0.01? No, I'm kidding. Thank you, bro. Honestly. Holy crap. Yeah, tell me what to do with it. If you recommend I just sit on it, I will sit on it. God bless you, Bellagio. Love your show. Keep up the great work. Congrats on the new kid. I know you will raise him or her well, God. Yes, definitely. They're going to be... I have a really good church, and they have a great youth program with no creeps or creepy people. Like, I've been to some churches with not even, like, creepy people that ran the youth program, just, like, lame or boring or... This youth program is, like, better than normal school by millions. They're going to open up a school soon, I think, too. Christ is king. Amen. Bro, but I'm waiting. Asterios, tell me what to do with it. Do I sit on it? No mistakes were made. LOL. Should I sit on it and keep it diversified like I was talking about? Take my own advice, right? Sit on it. I don't think I should trade it for anything. I've never owned Ethereum for longer than a day, I think. So I think I should sit on it. See what it does. What basis do Paul? We're gonna get into the final thread about the economy. This is all gonna make it into a whole big video about this, even with your donation. Hold. Dweez Droid says hold. Okay, okay. Let's see what Asterio says. The gifter. This is the look. We have to look at this. This is beautiful. I've never played RuneScape, but I have big respect for it. I played Ultima Online. I'm a huge Ultima Online buff. Showed you earlier that I'm trying to start playing Asheron's Call again for a brief moment, just for like a little second. The Bank of RuneScape, guys. But we're going to talk about, this guy thinks is going to be a no stock crash is coming, this guy's saying. Hysteria says, honestly, don't know what to do with it. At this point, your guess is as good as mine. I kind of feel like Bitcoin, the market is overdue for a bit of a dip. But is that Ethereum too? Yeah, because Ethereum follows Bitcoin. Oh, shit. Diamond anus. This percentage-wise, it won't make as much other than short term as part of the basket. I used to play Ultima Online. Good memories. Yeah, what a comfy game, guys. I want to make a video about it. Do like a little 10-minute video review Ultima Online. Game was comfy. Sit on it. Punish John McClane. He's a huge crypto buff, crypto connoisseur. He says sit on it. Okay, I'm gonna sit on it. Just hold, it's early. James Link says over on D Live. Let's see what some other people. Congrats at CHN. Thank you very much. James Link thinks Ether will go up to 10K. I've heard Stonar say stuff like that. I believe you guys. I'm under the crypto, like, I'm like riding the It's a Small World ride at Disney. I look at all the different attractions. I'm like, wow, this is all great. Your crypto's going. I'm like Oprah. Your crypto's going up. Your crypto's going up. Your crypto's going up. I think it's all going up because right now everyone's getting into it. You know, just like everyone's getting into the stock market, everyone's getting into crypto. There might be a dip, yes, but I think it's all trending upward. If you can see my cursor, it's like it goes up and then a dip and then it goes up and then a dip. You guys have technical terms for this, right? That's the cup or something. Goes down and a dip and then a dip. I don't know if you see. Can you see my cursor? Maybe you can't. Maybe you can. Who knows? Let's read this. What basis do poll idiots, people of 4chan, have for believing we're going to fall into a housing or stock market crash? If you actually evaluate companies, their super high stock prices are backed by more and more earnings. The Fed printed gazillions of dollars recently, and thus companies are earning more and more money and have higher valuation. There's nothing that would indicate a reversal of this, unless you believe all this money will be taken out of the system somehow. Look at Morgan Stanley, for example, a PE ratio of 12. For every share outstanding, they earn $8 on that. That is a great deal, especially when interest rates are 0%. There's no reason to believe the stock market shouldn't keep going up, up, and up as more and more money gets added to the system. This guy's a super optimist. I actually have been borrowing money for the past 6 months and slowly buying up stocks. Just some really safe ones like Facebook, Amazon. I don't know anything. I lost $80 on the stock market. I invested 400. That's a loss, right? That's like a 40% loss. But now I'm making it all back with the crypto. Like crypto's gone up. My algo and XLM have gone up. My XRP's gone up. I'm not selling it though. I'm sitting on that. My newly acquired Ether from Asterios, bro. Guys, that's only gonna go up. I've only owned it for 3 minutes. It's gone up, right? Since I've owned it. But I don't know. I don't know about the fact that borrowing. I don't know. I mean, I don't give advice on here. So I don't know about this whole borrowing money and buying stocks. Like, to each his own. If I was like a Chad bachelor by myself, you know, I had a bunch of extra money to, you know, I'd be buying stocks with it. I don't know if I'd be borrowing and buying stocks. That's not quite my deal. I got a couple more news articles, then we're going to watch some videos. We're going to watch some funny, good videos. Stake it, Bagwell's saying. Bagwell33. Stake it. I'm such a boomer when it comes to crypto. Where can I stake it? Probably... Stake it. Yeah, I've heard about this staking. Yes. Plan D, how you doing? Cup and handle formation. Yeah, that's the bup thing we did, right? It's like climbing the mountain. I call it the plateaus. 3-bar inverted triangulation Trump pump. Dweez Droid saying. Pretty good, pretty good. I like that. Okay. Just hold it, certainly. I like. Okay, well, I'm caught up with chat. Let's look at this guy now. Elon Musk. This neck piece is like something out of Lord of the Rings, like the Uruk-hai would wear, right? Does anyone, is Elon Musk a front man for the deep state? They're asking. I like this one. This is funny. Very funny, right? Haha. Does anyone else find it suspicious that one guy can simultaneously run a car company, space exploration company, tunnel digging company, and chip implantation company while having enough free time to spend an hour per day shit posting on Twitter? For perspective, I have a friend who is CEO owner of a fairly large packaging company. This guy literally has to work 70 hours a week just to run one company and has zero free time for tweeting, public appearances, and all other crap. And packaging is much more simplistic than what Musk is running. If Musk is really running, quote unquote, all these innovative companies, how is he doing it? Or is he just an actor front man for the CIA technology being rolled out to the public? Very interesting. Well, my theories on Musk is that he's definitely a poster boy, right? He probably runs these companies to an extent, or given these companies like most people up there do. I don't think Elon Musk at all is like a savior or a good guy. I don't think he's necessarily, we could say he's evil either, but I definitely think he's hyped up. But here's the catch. Remember that Elon Musk lost a satellite, right? People in the Xenon community thought that he gave his satellite to North Korea or something, or some wacky stuff. He just lost $1 million satellite. Like, Google that one or Bing it. You might have to Bing it. Trump, guys, Business Insider. Trump obviously admired Hitler, says Anne Frank's stepsister, referring to claims he studied his speeches. Anne Frank's sister has evidence that Trump admired the World War II leader of Germany. This is national news headline. I mean, can you believe this? They're still talking about this guy. Is this guy Trump is living rent-free in these people's heads still to this day. Pretty fantastic. We're going to save that one for after. What is this? I couldn't figure out what this was. Some type of machine. I don't know what it is. But the idea behind the thread is, how do you fight planned systemic obsolescence? Have you donated to the Rossman's Right to Repair donation stream? This guy's asking. The whole idea is that technology rules our life more and more all the time. I find myself on my phone looking up information for whatever whether it's research for the show or parenting tips, you know, even that. So, like, my phone just got a crack today. Not big deal at all. But what I'm trying to say is they designed these phones to crack. Military grade phones, they don't crack. They designed the chips to wear out, whereas, like, you know, a desktop computer, that chip will last you forever if you keep it properly cooled. But these phones, a great example, are planned obsolescence, where it's like only work for a couple of years. You got to buy a new one. Go under contract, right? How ridiculous is this? And people like Louis Rossmann, I think Louis Rossmann is a good guy. Louis Rossmann is the repair Chad. He repairs computers, repairs Macs, repairs stuff. What happened with the censorship? You're trying to say something? Oh, the false prophet of Reddit. Did they? Oh my God, your comment was hidden out. I've been in a rant. My base mods are taking care of it. The censorship is out of control, guys. That's why we're on multiple platforms. That's why we got normie content on the main channel. There are better companies than others. Motorola's last like an MF for a Plan D saying. I'm a Samsung freak. I like Samsung. But the whole idea is, even besides planned obsolescence and systemic obsolescence, systemic, the way the current system is and the way they're rolling out technology to the civilian class, there's like, you know, a new upgrade every couple of years. There's a new, well, for phones, a new upgrade every year. In terms of technologically speaking, when it gets faster every couple of years, with chips now and graphics cards, we're at a point now that, like, I built my computer in 2018. It's a 6-core. I overclocked the CPU, Intel 8th generation. I have a GTX 1080 graphics card. This is still, we're still doing great. I can still game on it. We can stream in game. I don't need anything new. But every year since this has come out, a new chip has come out. A new graphics card has come out, which are better. They are more efficient, better. But I don't need it. What I'm saying is, if it's not planned to destroy itself, they get you with like, oh, look at these bells and whistles. Look at this new stuff. So yeah, the technology sphere is crazy. But if you think about this, I want you to think about this very carefully. As you look at this weird piece of tech. This is a Fingerbox 9000. Someday I'm going to get like a 4080 or a 5080. That's probably when I'll upgrade. The 5th generation SICK. I got to save up for my baby. So no, we're not. This computer is going to last a long time. In Jesus' name, it will not break for 10 years. It'll be good. And I won't need to upgrade it for 6 of those years. Then I'll be like, yeah, we might need to upgrade. But we're good. We're good for 6-7 years. So check this out, guys. What I'm about to tell you. Technology is cheaper today than it's ever been. Ever. Back in the day when cell phones came out, and even for the early years of cell phones, it cost you $5,000 of back then money. And like today it would be like $15,000. A computer back in the day, a standard family computer back in the 90s was like $4,000-$5,000 with all the bells and whistles, $6,000. Again, like, technology is getting cheaper. It really is, guys. It's like, and they do that on purpose. They want everyone to be connected on this technology for a reason. Okay, we're going to talk about the UFOs next. There is a big media blackout over attorney Matthew DePerno releases Michigan election forensics reports. It's the Gateway Pundit. Just go to their website. You could watch it. We all know what happened with this election, guys. The thing is, we have to convince the world to see it with the absurdity, which people are seeing it. The average person. Let's cover this first, then the UFOs. Yeah, 1080s right now are worth a lot of money. I would never sell it. God forbid. Then how do we have a show if this 1080 goes out? TikTok rivalry over vaccines, whether Pfizer, Moderna, or Johnson & Johnson is better, guys. And this is the power of propagandized TikTok, the power of Chinese controlled media. This is from NBC News even. Team Pfizer, Moderna, or Johnson vaccine rivalries are taking over. If you don't believe me, let's even click on the NBC News article. Team Pfizer, Moderna, or Johnson. Vaccine rivalries are taking over TikTok. Only hot people get the Pfizer vaccine, a popular TikTok audio by I Drink Your Milkshake announces. If you got Moderna, then I don't know what to tell you, Queen. This is Clown World 2021 410. Just before she received her second Pfizer vaccine on April 2nd, Bella Cibino said she couldn't scroll through TikTok without seeing a slew of videos declaring Pfizer the hot vaccine. People were making it into a really funny joke. You know, Johnson & Johnson versus Pfizer versus Moderna, said Sabino, 19, who attends Fordham University in New York. So after getting fully vaccinated, Sabino lip-synced the audio she had heard over and over again. The one that had decreed those who got Pfizer hot, while lifting her sleeve to reveal the band-aid where she'd gotten her shot. Unbelievable, guys. Look at this. Moderna gang rise up, vaccine. Okay, Pfizer gang assemble. Only hot people get Pfizer. So this is a completely corporatized, thought up at a board meeting, paid for with corporate dollars. This is a complete fabricated psyop, you understand? This is not natural. This is not like these girls didn't come up with it. What do you guys think? You think this is organic? I don't think so, one bit. I don't think this is organic one bit, ladies and gentlemen. And nothing on TikTok is organic at all. This is glorifying getting the shot, glorifying getting the jab. And listen, guys, I've said this many times. If you want to get it, go ahead. I am not a doomer out there. I don't think it's going to kill you. I think that there's plenty of evidence that shows that there's a lot of negative reactions to the thing. And then there's also evidence that shows that there's plenty of people that get it and that they're fine currently. My advice and my take on it is we don't have a 10-year study on this. Like, will I vaccinate my baby? And the answer is I would do it at the very least if I do like the Japanese do it. And they reduce the infant mortality rates and autism rates by like 90%. They just wait and they vaccinate the baby at 2 years old and no vaccines till then. That's a good approach. And the old ones, you know, mumps, measles, malaria, whatever, I'm going to research all of them. But nothing's happening till at least the 2-year-old mark. That's when the studies show that it's much better to do. But none of the new stuff, none of this new stuff is ever happening. I don't trust the new stuff because there's no 10-year studies like the mumps, measles, malaria, whatever the heck, right? DMX got vaxxed 3 days before he died. People are saying, yeah, I can't believe, I can believe that, but so it's crazy. This is definitely bumping up the pharmacy bank accounts. Definitely, you know, they're just talking about it. Wild, horrible stuff. Horrible, horrible stuff. Humans from the future is what this Anon is saying. These are humans from the future. Pentagon confirms recently leaked footage of UFOs swarming a U.S. Navy destroyer as genuine. Leaked UFOs swarming the destroyer disclosed TV. They are humans from the future, not aliens. This is what this Anon is saying. I don't know why, but There's very good theories out there, guys. Radical theories. Let's try to go to Disclosed TV. They're going to be full of advertisements, you think, or? Oh no, not too bad, not too bad. I thought this was like old school websites. Like Above Top Secret. The goy won't let me play it, guys. Well, we can't play it. It's not gonna work. But they confirmed that the footage is real. Here we go. There we go. Circling a Navy destroyer. They're like flying triangles. It looks like something out of a video game, right? Like Galaga. It's blinking like a US aircraft. Like an actual aircraft would blink. Pretty wild, guys. And we know what these are on this channel. I say that this is demon technology. These are this is off-world, extra-dimensional technology from demons, from the Satan system, given to man, utilized by mankind. Now it's being released. That's what Disclosure is going to be. It's going to be basically the elite telling you what they believe in. What they believe in. We got some videos we are gonna watch in a minute, guys. Let's start with the robot video, I think. We'll lighten the mood up. From the death, destruction, the viruses. I want to thank Asterios again. Asteros, if I'm hacking your name up, you are amazing. Thank you for that donation. $360 worth of Ethereum donation. How long? We're going to be streaming for a while. We just did the news. The DVR is on. They can rewind it. Make a thread. Say, come get comfy. We just did an hour and a half. No, we did 2 hours of news, guys. Just now. We're going to keep going. What made people think? Yeah, I don't know, Asterios, what people think. But the meme is sent back from the future. No, I don't believe that meme. It's a good idea though, like a fantasy idea, fantastic idea. We have to mute the music though. We're gonna start watching some videos, guys. I'm gonna heavily comment on the videos. We might have to turn it up here a little bit. Everyone get their snacks ready. And guys, this is also an AMA. So between every video, I will answer any question you want. Just at me at CHN News, and I will go back and read all the questions you're going to ask in between videos. And it could be anything, questions on anything you want. You could start an entire topic for the show by asking a good question. So just ask down below. At me, at my name. Here, let me do this. I'll do it on all 3 platforms too. Okay. Oh. Answer questions. No, between vids. Videos. Okay, that should go out on all 3 platforms. D-Live first, it looked like. Yes, we gotta cover some news. What else is going on? Like right now, also besides asking me anything, you can post topics that you want me to discuss between videos also. So here's a comfy video. Let's get into it. 20-minute video on robots, guys. Get comfy.
Some pretty incredible things.
So this is, I want to start naming the videos too to make it better for me too. This is from the Finest YouTube channel. The Finest, 15 most incredible giant robots in the world.
Washing machines now take care of our clothing, and we can even order food online directly from our fridge.
A robot that knows how to cook different food.
But how cool are our giant robots, y'all? From an anti-robot that could form part of a racing squad to a Russian robot that got fired, here are 15 of the most incredible giant robots in the world. Number 15.
Might be too
Mark
loud.
II Robot. Robot lovers and creators were well and truly in their element back in January 2015. Megabots partnered up with Autodesk and asked robot makers to create something extra special, but there was a catch. They had to design the armor paneling of miniature Megabots to show what a final walking robot would look like. It also had to have a reloading left arm cannon and would be shown off at the Maker Faire. The results were amazing. The creators took the torso, shell, and right arm of a Megabot Mark II robot and turned it into a full-scale, 6-ton, 15-foot tall robot. It wasn't just there to look pretty either. It could drive, stand, fire weapons from both arms, and even twist its torso.
Is that what you named this one? Bubo, the golden owl? From Clash of the Titans? Dude, some of these robots are made in Africa too. The African armies have mech suits and stuff. We gotta do a whole video on that next. Maybe not tonight, I don't have it pulled up.
And shown off at the Maker Faire, the Mark II robot was a hit. It fired paintball cannons at old cars and astounded crowds with its size and power. The creators of the robot were over the moon with how it turned out. They had been working countless hours to bring the robot to life and say it's roughly the same size and weight as what their final product will be. Before we go on, we have a cool challenge for y'all. It'll take about 5 seconds to complete. Let's make a deal. Just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you will get 10.
He's obviously talking about my channel and my videos, guys.
Years of amazing luck and fortune. Try it. It actually works. Number 14. Robot Method 2. In 2017, Jeff Bezos got to play with a very expensive robot at Amazon's annual robotics conference. That very expensive robot was the Method 2, and it means business. It was developed and created by Hankook Murray Technology, a firm from South Korea, and it weighs a whopping 1.6 ton. If that's not eyebrow-raising enough, then maybe its price tag will be. It started off costing around $3.96 million, but the budget is well and truly blown out at around $100 million. To be honest though, we can see why it's so expensive.
We've done a whole video on this robot. We've watched the whole video on this one.
It can walk, rotate in a circle, and is controlled remotely by robot engineers. But that's not all. It is the first manned bipedal robot that can move 1.5 tons while managing the pilot's movements. That means that if, for example, the pilot moves...
I think it's early beta phase. I think it's kind of like gimmicky, this one. It's cool that it walks, but I guess it's a start, right?
his or her arm, the robot will as well. Some refinement needs to happen before this robot will be let loose on a community. Right now, it walks around like a toddler before it tumbles, so it has to be suspended from cables while out in public. Number 13. The prosthesis.
We covered this one too. I'm gonna skip forward. It's like a
They
racing
not only
one.
want to build these exobionic mechs, but race them. It won't be too long. 12. Fedor. It was a sad day back in September 2019 when Russia's charming robot called Fedor was fired.
Don't even.
And for space station astronauts, but he ended up being more of a hindrance. While he appeared cute enough standing on the station with a Russian flag and hugging cosmonauts who were there to train him, he just hadn't been refined enough. His legs were too long for spacewalking, and his overall 6-foot height posed a problem. His legs ended up being immobilized for the trip into space, and his hands couldn't grab station handrails. His mobility wasn't too flash either. He needed support to stand up, and he was shaking while holding a drill. In saying that, the robot was one small step for robot kind. Russia still hopes to be the first country to send a robot on a spacewalk. Number 11. Titan the Robot. Around a decade ago, most people would have heard of Titan Robot.
I am Titan the Robot!
And if you didn't, well, you have now. Titan the Robot, which also went by the name of Gytex the Robot, was created in 2004 by a British company called CyberStein
There has to be someone inside there, right?
Robots. Now, that's nothing special or unique, everyone's building robots. The point of difference for Titan is that his motions were so fluid and he seemed so much more advanced than any other robot. Surely, the company had spent millions getting their robot as lifelike as he was. Or did they? As it turns out, Titan the Robot was a person all along.
What?
Well, he was an android in a physical sense, but was being manipulated from the inside by a human. Who would have thunk it?
I knew it.
Titan stood at 7 feet 3 inches tall and weighed a mere 103 pounds. He has his own YouTube channel with over 8,000 subscribers and shows off in various settings like X Factor. While it's disappointing to learn that Titan was—
This is Cyber Weinstein. Is that what you're saying, Memory Hold? This big creepy robot is like creepily walking toward you?
Wasn't a real robot? That doesn't mean he never will be. 5 versions were created with human drivers, but the company hopes to create a 6th and 7th version of Titan without
This is just a costume at
It would be
Disneyland.
completely autonomous, so fingers crossed that happens.
Give me a break.
Number 10. Landwalker. In 2005, companies were really starting to sink their teeth into the robot scene. Then, by May of that year, Japanese robotics and machinery company Sakakibara Kakai took it to the next level.
Okay, just because there's a Japanese developer named Sakakibara Kakai, I think this project's gonna go somewhere. At the beginning it said some company called Cyberstein bought it. Oh my god, I missed that. I bet. Cyberstein. Jeez. I want to buy their stock.
They became the first company to produce and release a bipedal exoskeleton. Before then, they had only been the subject of science fiction.
This narrator is also like on another level than Bellagio. A bipedal exoskeleton, right? That's how he sounds. This country, with this Japanese designer Tsukubara Takaishi, with a bipedal exoskeleton.
Such as on shows like RoboCop and Star Wars. But later, the Landwalker was born. The Landwalker stood at over 11 feet high and weighed 2,200 pounds. He was clearly no small fry. But the name Landwalker is perhaps a little exaggerated. Sure, he walked, but not very fast. He could only manage under a mile an hour. What he lacks in walking—
That's like the land skater. That thing is not walking.
He makes up for in shooting. The Landwalker was built with a gun mounted on each side and could shoot rubber balls. In saying that, a faster motor than its 250cc 4-stroke one could see the Landwalker speed up in both its shooting and walking movements. Not only was the Landwalker the greatest invention of the time, but it was also one that many people could enjoy. If you wanted to own one, it was yours for about $345,000. Number 9. The Walking Beast by Molten Steel Man.
Whoa, molten
Have you ever attended a friend's party or event and panicked that you could never outdo them on your own special occasion? They may have hired a DJ, a flamethrower, or even a clown. How about you hire a giant robot and take everyone on a thrill ride? Martin Montesano from Oregon was inspired by Ohio State University's adaptive suspension vehicle back in 1984 and got an idea in his head that he wanted to do something similar. While he let the idea go, he picked it back up again in 2004 and spent 3 years building the Walking Beast. And boy, it was something spectacular. Martin spent $50,000 and 6,000 hours on cutting, wiring, and building the walker. It weighed 7 tons.
That's like pretty efficient. So that Japanese robot that we skipped, I have a video on the main channel, the bipedal one. That's $100 million robot that just shuffles back and forth like a fat person. This guy, this ingenious engineer, for $50,000 and 7 tons of steel, built this gnarly freaking Wild West robot.
Stood at 11 feet tall and was a whopping 24 feet long
and it actually walks
8 feet wide. It walks on 4 legs and has been clocked at speeds of up to 6 miles per hour. Okay, so it's no Usain Bolt, but it's pretty clever. The cockpit can seat 2.
Oh, they went to Burning Man, right? This was the titty mobile at Burning Man. Yo, bro, let's go up on the spider robot and smoke a fatty, bro.
And there's a deck on the back to house 7 passengers. The party gets started when the string of LED lighting lights up and the robot whips out its flamethrowers. As of 2016, the Walking Beast is available for...
Oh, I'm gonna pull this up. Yeah, I definitely... Cloaking Tech, good video recommendation. It says something went wrong, but I could fix that. Hold on. It's something on my end.
Now you see it?
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah. Good recommendation. Oh, wait a minute. Son of a... I have to list this real quick. Guys, technical. On the fly. Perfect. But now we lost the robot video. No, here it is. Okay. I'm about to break out the Cuban cigar. Give me a moment.
Hire, and as of 2012, Martin was working on a new 6-legged hexapod. Number 8, the Kabutom RX-03. Japan is pretty good at building robots.
Okay, wait a minute.
There's no denying that.
Hold the cigars. Freak, are you joking? Are you joking, dude? This is like a Digimon. This is like the Hercules beetle Digimon. What are we looking at? Is this real? Is it a float?
But
they better show some good footage of this.
Cost a fortune to create, and still have a lot of flaws to iron out that seem to take years. That's what makes the Kabutom RX-03 just that little bit extra special. It is a fully functioning robot that was built on a budget, and by a 60-year-old tech whiz called Hitoshi Takahashi. Hitoshi started building the robot, which is in the shape of a rhinoceros beetle, back in 1997 as a hobby. He then showed it off to the public on a popular TV show in 2008. The general public was amazed at the giant beetle. It was 36 feet long, weighed 17 tons, and walked on 6 legs while blowing smoke from its nose. Doesn't get much more impressive than that. Ever since its grand entrance into the world, Hitoshi and his robot have been popping up at events all over the country. What makes it extra special is that it looks exactly like a beetle and even scuttles similarly to one. Number 7. Super Godzilla Robot. The world is full of robots, and sadly, many of them have replaced people in various industries. But this robot from Taguchi International works hand in hand with humans to make their lives easier. Known as the Super Godzilla, it is a piece of heavy-duty construction equipment with giant metal claws. It has a seat for someone to sit on, giant monster truck tires, and a solid as a rock body to ensure it can handle everything. So what's this robot for? Well, Taguchi International creates heavy-duty construction equipment first and foremost, and many of their machines have the same claws that feature on Super Godzilla. The difference is that this machine is made to handle the harsh and tricky
What did I come back to? I just lit the Cuban cigar up. Hercules, Asmongold, BTF. Why? Because of the Digimon reference? My Digimon would destroy his Digimon.
terrain that often exists after a significant natural event like an earthquake. Whoever's tasked with the cleanup job can hop into the comfortable seat of the Godzilla, move a few controls, and have the giant pincers move rubble around while driving over it with ease. This giant concrete crushing machine is gonna take the removal and demolition market by storm, and who knows what the company will think of next. Number 6. The Wired Mech. The Wired Mech looks like a costume you would wear to a fancy dress party. In fact,
this is
it
not
looks
real.
like something
Come
you could
on.
whip up from scrap
This is a guy in a suit. Look, it's another guy in a suit.
parts in your garage. But there's much more to this Wired Mech than meets the eye.
2,000 man-hours.
Legacy Effects and the Stan Winston studio were not quite sure what they were doing. They wanted to build something that would mirror the driver's movements, but they didn't even know that it was possible. As it turns out, it was. They reverse engineered
Regardless, it's pretty cool that it follows his movements. How heavy is this though?
some Japanese mech technology, used a skeleton extending parallelogram design, and created something that could mimic human movements without hydraulics or motors. That's nothing short of a miracle. If you're driving the suit and shake your fist, the robot will shake its fist. If you move your arm up or down, the Wired Mech will move its arm up or down. While it might not look like there's a lot to this costume or robot, there has been hundreds of hours spent on behind-the-scenes mechanical movements to make this a robot that's well and truly ahead of its time. Number 5. Monkey King. Most people accepted the fact long ago that robot fighting would only ever be a thing in
What is
science
this now,
fiction
Monkey
movies
King?
and children's cartoons. It was sad, but how on earth would technology ever exist to see it happen in person? Well, somehow, it has finally arrived, and robot fighting is actually a thing.
Come on.
Back in 2017,
Give me
a
a
Chinese
break.
company called Great Metal released a robot prototype
There's no
at the
fighting in
global
this
mobile
robot.
internet conference in Beijing called Monkey King. With what looks like inspiration from Transformers, the Monkey King can move on 4 legs or 2 and has a giant metal bar for fighting its opponents.
Give me a break.
The Monkey King
So the Monkey King reference is like Goku, right? That whole lore of like the Monkey Prince.
is amazing on its own, but can you imagine it in the battle ring? Imagine no more. This robot joined at least 2 others in the first ever Megabots Giant Fighting Robot Sports League. The aim was to create a sport similar to UFC but featuring robots. It seems like the idea is taking off.
That would be awesome, right?
Robo-race is already a thing. Robots racing on a track rather than punching each other's literal life out
Sun
in a
Wukong,
fighting ring.
Jason, yeah, you're right.
Number 4.
That is his name.
Kuratas. If your parents have been asking you what you want for your birthday or Christmas, then how about a new toy? But not just any toy. A $1.35 million robot with rocket
Whoa.
launchers in its shoulder pads and machine guns in its arms. The 13-foot-tall robot, known as Kuratas, was built by the Suidobashi Heavy Industry. It took 2 years to bring
No
Kuratas
way.
to life, and the man behind the robot, Kogor Kurata, calls it an art piece.
Tank
But
Girl.
is it art when it has rocket launchers
That
and
was
machine
Tank
guns?
Girl.
We'd be more likely to call it a killing machine. According to the creator though, it's a lot tamer than it looks. The rocket launchers have fireworks, and the guns are just BB guns. That's not all that's exciting about this giant robot either. It has 30 joints to offer a full range of motion and can even pick things up with its humanoid fingers. It also moves at around 6 miles per hour on its 4 wheels. So if you're yet to decide what you want for your birthday or Christmas, well, now you know. Hey, Mom, Dad, have you got a spare $1.35 million?
That is yes.
Number 3.
Fallout 3 Sentry Bot completely. You are completely right.
Mark 3. Robots fighting. We thought we'd heard of everything. It seems absurd, but it's a real thing, and Mark 3 is proof of that.
We're building up 4,000 PSI.
Mark 3 is a 12-ton, 430 horse.
It's like at a carnival event. They got like someone on the radio. We're building up 5,000 PSI right now, and here comes the motors firing up. Look at the flashy lights. Here comes the fireworks show.
Power robot that is set to tackle Japan's Megabot. It was released at the Maker Faire, and while it had a few hiccups,
The Maker
was
Faire. See, I called it.
otherwise a success. It threw a punch, and most of its bugs were ironed out early on. As the Megabot,
I like it though. Hold on. Look at the eagle. Holy crap. I like this thing. It's like an American eagle. Look at the eagle head. I like this thing. And they want to destroy the Japanese mechs with it.
And most of its bugs
The wars have begun.
were ironed out early on. As the Megabot CEO says, though, it's called Maker Faire, not Done Fair.
Wait, I like this. So this is like the realest robot I've seen so far. I might be a little biased because of the coloring, but you know why I think it's the realest? Because when you build your own computer, they give you little stickers, all the parts you get, Intel, you know, whatever you get. Like I even put my Noctua heating fan sticker on my thing. Look at the stickers on the back of this robot.
And most of its bugs were ironed out early on. As the Megabot CEO
that $100 million robot that Japan built, they're not bragging about what's inside of it, what's under the hood. This is Intel CPUs. I mean, look, Autodesk. They got like all these different brands that they're sporting to build this thing. This is the most real robot I've seen so far.
It's called Maker Faire, not Done Fair, which means that everything on display at the robotic themed
They
event
definitely paid extra for the skin, Keck Magician said. Yeah, this is like the skin, the video game skin, Fortnite skin.
and is a work in progress. Mark III is no exception, but pretty considerable headway has been made to make it look and act
Wait a minute, can the eagle's head move? Is this an optical illusion?
like something out of a science fiction film. It has American colors of red, white, and blue, and an eagle on its shoulder.
Oh, I guess
it's also quite
I thought
fast,
it was behind
moving
it.
at around 12.5 miles per hour, more than
That was like an IRL Mandela effect. I'm not going to rewind the video because that, you know, that could like harm the Mandela effect being born right now. Was the eagle in the center of the shoulders like a head? Or was it on the right shoulder? Mandela, do your work.
many other robots released to date. While its weapons are not at their best just yet, it's only a matter of time before the Mark III will be fit to fight at 100%.
I like this thing.
Number 2.
Okay.
Latron BMW E92 Real
What
Transformer.
the heck?
We thought this day would never come, but it did.
No
and
way.
Back in 2016.
BMW?
Oh, we've missed so much. Finally, a real-life Transformer, and one that looks entirely normal on the surface before
What?
turning into a giant robot.
Give me a
It's
break.
every child's dream
Give me a
come
break.
true. One minute you see a red BMW E92, and the next you see a giant red robot with a 120-degree moving head, heavy motors, powerful hydraulics,
No.
and extendable side wings. The robot even has hands, wrists, and fingers. This Transformer is called the Latron BMW.
You can't go inside this. There's no like actual car here. Is there?
E92 real
No.
transformer. And it's clear to see that Latron spent a lot of time making this robot. We don't know if it functions like a real car, but it certainly works as a robot.
See, I love how coy the YouTuber is, you know? We don't know if it functions as a... I could tell you right now, it does not function as a real car. I'll be so bold to make that assumption, and if I'm wrong, oh, pity me. Okay, this does not function as a real car, let me tell you. You can't drive down the Autobahn with this thing without it rattling apart, probably.
The two side panels move out to form the robot's wings, while the body of the car launches up into the air to develop the chest area.
Take that on the Autobahn, let's see if it doesn't rattle apart, okay?
Robot. The head sits above that, and the legs are folded down inside the vehicle.
This is the cringe bot. The cringe bot
But
5000.
not in use.
And of course it's a BMW. I don't have anything against BMW. They do make some nice cars, but I mean, if you had to pick a pretentious car to be a transformer, I mean, of course not a Lamborghini, right? They wouldn't pick a Lamborghini for this. Why not? That would like, or a supercar. Wouldn't that be like the first to transform Koenigsegg or something? Look at this.
Not gonna lie.
BMW?
Want one of these badly. Number 1.
Here we go.
Mantis.
Ooh.
Have you ever been bored on public
Ooh,
transport?
what is
or
this
even
one?
tired of driving your own car? Well, get a walking robot and spice things up. The Mantis is the creation of Matt Denton from Micro Magic Systems,
Okay.
and it is a giant robot that's out of this world. It weighs over 4,000 pounds, stands at over 9 feet tall, and is powered by a 2.2-liter turbo diesel.
So, okay, they're giving us some ratios now. I like the ratios. But when they just tell us the weight without anything else, it's kind of like pointless, because you want like good efficiency. You want like lightweight, strong engine, right? 2.2-liter diesel.
Perkins engine with a complex hydraulic system. But that's not all. With a range of sensors, the Mantis can scuttle along at a generous pace, and it can handle all manner of terrain you throw at it. The best part about the Mantis is that it has an area for a passenger. You can wake up in the morning, get dressed.
The best part about the Mantis is it has a little shower cabin and air conditioning, and you can have a guest over for tea and crumpets.
And instead of hopping into your car to go to work or school, hop into your robot and scuttle down the sidewalk. Move
And how fast would you get to work or school? This thing goes slower than a freaking old person with a walker.
over e-scooters, there's a new cool kid on the block. But as it turns out, Micro Magic Systems is no stranger to hexapod creations or even animatronics. They built a 6-legged turtle that was used in the Harry Potter films, and many other cool creations for TV and movies.
I bet.
Many of us predicted flying cars by the time 2020 rolled around, but it looks like we're taking it one step further. Giant robots.
That was the end of the video, guys. Giant robots. I'm gonna check the let's go back to the bunker. I want to check the chats and see what any questions came through. I gotta scroll up to where I posted. There was a couple good robots. There was a couple cringe bots though, for sure. Let's see, where did I post? Okay, wow. High up. Okay, here we go. Going down, Hercules Beetle. Okay. Asterios represented the monster truck rally as a kid. Massive T-Rex style robot that ate the cars. Yeah, those are awesome. I know exactly what you're talking about. Z Jenny on Twitch says, did you go to college and join a frat? No, never joined a frat. That was our first groundbreaking question. You could ask me anything. The secrets of the universe. The secrets of cold fusion. And I would have exposed them to you. And you chose to ask me if I was in a frat. Okay, yes. Touche. Checkmate. Let me keep going. Anything else? Oh yeah, someone said to talk about something. I think that was let me see. On YouTube, I could find it. Yeah, the Burning Man robots. Can you believe that? The Burning... I got built the robot to go to Burning Man and look at boobs. Unbelievable. CyberStein. Yeah, that's funny, memory hole. There was a robot company called CyberStein. Bought them up. Okay, perfect. Caught up on chat, pretty sure. No more questions for now. Next video. Bellagio, are you Skull and Bones? No, I can't be if I wasn't in a frat, right? Isn't that a frat in itself? So no, I am not. I am not Skull and Bones. Bellagio, you hear about the spider goats? Yeah, the spider, that's the hybrid. The goats that extrude or excretes milk that has spider silk in it, right? Okay, we're gonna watch one of these Jamie Kennedy videos, guys. Where is it? Where is the Why Hollywood is Dying Part 1? This is literally the Jamie Kennedy, guys. From Malibu's Most Wanted. He has a YouTube channel now. He's way different nowadays. He's not like annoying. He has some pretty good ideas and pretty good topics. And he's talking about Hollywood being destroyed Part 1. Let's take a look at this and react.
Today we're going to launch a new series. I would just like to title this video, Why I Think Hollywood is Done Forever. That's a bold statement. Maybe I should call the video Why I Think Hollywood is Changed Forever. And there's multiple reasons why I believe that. It's one of the reasons why I keep coming back and doing this content is because of one of these reasons. I don't know. We're almost 10 months into this pandemic and obviously a lot has changed. People were like, 2020 was a dumpster fire. Thank God for 2021. Yay! Did everything go away? Did the virus just die out? Did, racial strife get fixed? Did, economic inequality? No. In fact, 2021 is going to be the sequel. And we all know how I do with sequels. With that being said, here's why I think Hollywood is dead forever. Hollywood used to be a place where...
So he's not right and he's not left. He's kind of a centrist. This is like you're looking at the new face of Tim Pool. Move over, Tim Pool. Jamie Kennedy's back. He gained about 100 pounds in his face alone. His body's normal. But his wisdom level is through the roof. He has like wisdom like a Tibetan monk. Or like Yoda. So I mean, pretty good takes.
It was a club. And the farther back you go, the more private this club was. There's a great book about the formation of Hollywood, and anyone should read it. It is called An Empire of the...
Oh my God, I'm gonna do a review of King Kong and Godzilla. It's really good. I thought it was good, right? It's about like Hollow Earth, all sorts of... I'm gonna do a spoiler-filled review, but it's not gonna ruin the movie for you. It's just going to give you some red pill diet concepts of the movie. Let's listen to this. He's exposing some Hollywood. Black Eagle, welcome. Welcome.
Their own. It is a great book. It talks about how Hollywood was formed. And Hollywood was formed by basically 5 Jewish fur traders from war-torn part of Europe. I want to say late 1800s.
History. 5 Jewish fur traders.
It's basically the basis of Universal, the basis of MGM, the basis of the Warner Brothers. They were actual the brothers. RKO, which eventually became Columbia, which eventually became Sony. There's another one. There was like the big five, and then Disney was its own thing. Disney was a cartoonist, which is in a whole other ball of wax. Hollywood was started by these five men from different parts of Europe that had a very, 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 very horrific upbringing. So Hollywood was born out of these five people basically trying to escape hell. And so what they did was, with the advent of film and the advent of the Nickelodeon, an actual Nickelodeon, which is you put a nickel in and you watch moving pictures. This is like 1902. They saw this new thing happening and people were just dying. They were lining up for this shit. They picked California because it's the closest to every season you have within an hour driving distance. So you can get to the beach within an hour. You can get to the mountains within an hour. You can get to some forest within an hour. And they thought they could shoot any type of scenario. Hollywood for them was complete escapism. They made a Hollywood to escape their life.
Yes.
And they put on the screen.
Listen, I lived there for 10 years. I worked in Hollywood. It would be all desert if you didn't irrigate it, put the palm trees in. It'd be all desert down there. It's not even sustainable. They created this paradise, quote unquote.
What they felt they lacked or what they wanted to see. They made these big palaces. So if you drive around LA, these palaces that look like sets are because they were made by set guys. And they made these huge houses, and land was cheap and materials were cheap. And they were making a beginning of a killing in this new industry. And they were like, they ran it and they literally created this system. So what am I saying? I'm saying that Hollywood was completely a facade, and it was completely made up of dreams to counterbalance harsh realities. And they projected on the screen what they wanted. And Hollywood was like, they made the rules. They told you the stories. The public believed what they said. So,
oh yeah, Johnny G saying, "Damn, he is spitting a little truth." Yeah, we're not watching this to disparage or mock this man. He, I think, like I said, he's my new favorite YouTuber, and you're gonna find out why in a couple videos. We're gonna edit these up and put them on the main channel. Yeah, this is pretty good. And I agree with what he's saying. Eventually, what he's going to tell you about why Hollywood is finished.
Norma Jean was like this little town girl, you know, broken home, blah, blah, blah. They gave her singing lessons like The Godfather, dancing lessons, acting lessons, everything. Like, all of that is all true. You would go through a system. Clint Eastwood is the last one to kind of do it, who's still going today. And then from there, you had an image, everything, Doris Day, these images were crafted. And anything that went on, drunk driving, you know, domestic violence, you know, a pregnant over here, you know, a strayed wife, it was all hidden. They did not want to mess up someone's image because that image was the cash cow, so they were projecting to the public. So the common working man could go and look at a movie star and go, that's a star, and escape the harsh realities of their life, right? And in fact, Leave It to Beaver, there's an argument, I think it was in this book or another book, where they say that Leave It to Beaver wasn't a reflection of society at the time. It was a Hollywood creation that society then emulated. So Leave It to Beaver, if you...
So if Hollywood can create something that society emulates, what happens when Hollywood creates predictive programming, creates scenarios of, you know, destruction, geostorm, tsunami, Sharknado, right? Tornado, Shark 5. What happens then?
You talk to people at that time, it wasn't exactly really like that until like those shows came on, and then they kind of went with the nuclear family. Hi, honey, how are you? Casserole and blah, blah, blah. So Hollywood created this whole image. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is that I when I got into Hollywood, I knew about that history, but I was looking up to the stars, you know, like Elizabeth Taylor is like to me the quintessential Hollywood star, you know. Sidney Poitier, who then blazed a trail. What I'm saying is there's bigger than life characters, and you looked up to them, and Hollywood was made by these beaten down people who created something to escape. The common man looked at it, had these beautiful aspirations, these distractions, were believing a lot of these things that they were saying, but it's a lot of lies, right? But, you know, it was to make money and to escape. All that to be said is this. Why is Hollywood dead? Two things. Everything that was hidden is now exposed. You can't hide anything, nor should you hide anything, nor do people want you to hide anything. The movie isn't even the biggest deal. It's how you made it. What happened behind the scenes? What's the drama? Who hooked up? Who fought? Who was on drugs? That is now the new Hollywood. And hold on, how did you make it? What were you doing before? I mean, it's so much behind the scenes. The myth has been completely decimated.
So there is no more allure to it. There is no more like myth. You know, you know exactly what's under the skirt of Hollywood, and you know all the skeletons in the closet. Right?
Right? So that's why I get fucked up, because I grew up in a time where I was looking up to it, but I was also birthed in the behind the scenes of it and seeing that. So I was in that that vortex of like, any movie when I first started was create this, don't say that, be a little bit more relatable in your interviews, but also do this for the DVD and tell some behind the scenes stories, which they didn't really do that back in the day. So then if you came up after me, it was like, yo, everything's got to be documented. Everything's behind the scenes. We'll show you this and blah, blah, blah. So that's one part of why I think Hollywood, because Hollywood is basically exposed. Now, there's a lot of people finding out about stuff about Hollywood. The common person that is not in Hollywood doesn't like. And there's a lot of shit being said about Hollywood. Hollywood used to set the bar of what people took as their media. And now a lot of people are just saying, no, I know what you really are as a person. I don't like you. I know what you did in your personal life. I did know no, I don't like you. But then there's also, first of all, when people talk shit about Hollywood, don't ever. I never talk shit about Hollywood. I love Hollywood. Hollywood is beautiful. It's the only place in the world that I know of where the guy who's on top of the mountain started at the bottom of the mountain and worked his way up. It's the only place where you can actually start there. And
just talking about the physical city, Hollywood, and the mountain is like Hollywood Hills, the metaphor he's talking about here, where you could start out, you know, living down on the streets and then work your way up to the richness.
You could start, it's 5 roommates at the bottom of the hill and at the end have a house on the top of the mountain. That's doable. I'm a living example of that. So you can do that. That's why Hollywood's great. It's not that Hollywood is annoying. It's the people that it attracts. You know the saying, Jesus, please save me from your followers. It's not that Jesus was this bad guy. It's the fucking people. That's one reason, because I think Hollywood is being exposed and people don't like it, what they're seeing. And number 2 is, well, I mean, we've seen this with Ricky Gervais, his genius, but you know, it's been going on for a few years, but I just think it's more than ever now. It's just so preachy. It's just so preachy. People telling you, they're so smug. And they're like, this is what you should do. And this is why. And they're just so like elite. I'm elite, or it's what is the word? It's arrogance, right? It's like, it's not only I'm better than you, but you don't even matter if you have that opinion. And oh God. And it's like, oh geez. And I'm noticing, because I consume a lot of media, that people who can get information a lot of other ways are starting to go, you know what? No, man, I don't like you. You're too arrogant for me. You're too like know-it-all. And so Hollywood is in this bubble, kind of drinking their own little champagne or elixir, and they're like, oh, don't we know it all, darling? Yes, we know. But they don't realize that the bubble is getting smaller and smaller. And there's just a ton of people going, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And if you notice that, you'll notice that in ratings and TV shows. You'll notice that on award shows. You're going to notice that on what people are talking about on Twitter. Twitter seems to keep Hollywood afloat a lot because it keeps making things trend that I think are some of the dumbest topics of all time. I'm hearing the normal person, and I'm in Hollywood. This is a one fucking horse town. I live in the city, and I'm even hearing people just go, I'm so sick of that, which is crazy. This right now is Hollywood. I don't know if YouTube has ever been bigger. Like, I watch more YouTube more than anything. I get information from YouTube. I get entertainment from YouTube. I get my news from YouTube. I get a lot of stuff
right now.
YouTube. And I think people just want to take their stuff and they want to create their own. They're like, you know what? This is this. I'm going to do my own investigation and I'm going to go and make my own video, or I'm going to do my own content. Content. It really is the term content is now. And I think that.
And this is why I tell people around me in the truth community that we need more centrist content that we can inject good ideas and red pills into to bring people over to the right idea. If we just go in there and, you know, go in full blaze, full swinging, then we're going to get censored left and right, just shut down. You know, we have to be more velvet glove instead of an iron fist, right?
Because you want to make your own shit and you don't have to want to wait on anybody. That's another video I want to talk about, but why you should never wait on anybody to fulfill your dreams. You don't have to do it anymore. You have the tools right here. But now let's get to the bigger part. Movies. I mean, Warner Brothers just said our whole slate is zip. That's basically Warner Brothers just said, we're going to put all our movies on the internet. But actually, we're going to put all our movies on.
Yes, all links are down below, Grace Simpson. Just click on the description. And we have the main channels, Central Happenings Network TV. We have this channel. We have a BitChute with all the controversial stuff. We have a gaming channel. We have a DLive channel. All links are down below.
On our own YouTube. That's what it is. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. There's nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with that. I'm fine with that because eventually everything goes on the internet anyway. But all of the pomp and circumstance and there's a lot of money that's left on the table if you don't have all the tiers of movies and stuff. But you tell me, do I love going to the movies? Yes, it's a thing. Do I want to run to a movie theater before a pandemic? Not as much. But now with this shit, plus all the other weird shit, not just the pandemic, it's a new world. So content,
I want to add, now's the best time to go to a movie theater because half the time they're empty because people in his aisle and to the left aren't going to the movie theater. So now you can go to a movie and just have it just you and your wife, you and your girlfriend, you and your buddies, you know?
All bets are off. That's why Disney is plowing to Disney.
But I agree with him when he's saying that Hollywood's going downhill money-wise. They're not making movies anymore, as many. That's why when a good movie comes out, like this Godzilla movie, a lot of normal people are going to just look past, but a lot of red pills in it.
Disney Plus. Apple TV. Apple will buy one of the big places. That's the rumor. The rumors are going to buy Sony. I don't know if it's true, but you heard that from me. Which makes sense. Get a bunch of content, right? I mean, Disney just bought Fox. That was another studio. Disney just went, so we'll keep all your content. So it's content, how you get it out there. And I watch all these creators on YouTube. People with 10,000, people with 50,000, 60,000. It doesn't matter. Even if they're nice little ones. You don't have to have 1 million. As long as they have a robust audience. And I watch people do it. DIY videos, cooking videos, fashion videos, motocross videos, fixing car videos. It's fascinating. And I love it. Let everyone get their own niche. I think as people create their own stuff and the collapsing of the infrastructure is such, I just think people are going to be doing their own shit and paying less attention to the escapism. Now, that's another thing I want to say. After all of this shit that is going on in the world, the first thing I'd watched in a long time was Cobra Kai. And it's fucking amazing. It's actually the basis of why content can work so well now, because of such a known brand, the nostalgia, but also the new generation and the places they go. And it's some of the revisit it from another angle. It's incredible. So that's the type of stuff I would like to watch. Also, because I've binged on so much reality lately, I'm like, let me have a little escape. And I think it's hit critical mass now. So I watch it. I just finished it. I literally watched it like a day and a half. I couldn't stop. So what am I saying? I'm saying everything's going to go to streaming. The curtain has been pulled back. People are sick of being talked down to like babies. Economics have changed. And people, quite frankly, we're all a little bit narcissist and are on our own interest, want to make our own things. We're just like, hey man, I'm going to do my own thing. Do I want to be in a great movie? Of course I do. Do I still audition and meetings and all that stuff? Of course I do. But I'm not going to wait. Not that I ever waited, but I'm not really going to wait. I'm going to create my own. And I've done it before with Malibu's, Jimmy Crane Experiment, different things. I hear as much about streamers on Twitch as I hear about the Marvel universe. I hear as much about Mr. Beast's YouTube rewind as I do about The Mandalorian. And you have to look at the rise of reality since the mid-2000s, of how reality became cheaper to produce and easier to distribute. And people were like, I can do it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please, I'm really enjoying making this for you. The engagement's been incredible. Please subscribe. And you know what?
He has a podcast and a new YouTube channel. And look, guys, pretty good stuff. We're going to watch a couple more of his videos later. But what do you think? He has some other interesting stuff too that has some more revealing behind the scenes. Let's watch this Elon Musk Mind Monkey. This is scary.
This is Pager. He's a 9-year-old macaque who had a Neuralink placed in each side of his brain about 6 weeks ago. If you look carefully, you can see that the fur on his head hasn't quite fully grown back yet. He's learnt to interact with a computer for a tasty banana smoothie delivered through a straw. We can interact with the Neuralinks simply by pairing them to an iPhone, just as you might pair your phone to a Bluetooth speaker. The links record from more than 2,000 electrodes implanted in the regions of Pager's motor cortex that coordinate hand and arm movements. Neurons in this region modulate their activity with intended hand movement. For example, some might become more active when he moves his hand up, and others when he moves it to the right. By recording from many neurons and feeding their activity into a decoder algorithm, we are able to predict Pager's intended hand movements in real time. First, we calibrate the decoder by recording neural activity as Pager uses the joystick to move a cursor to targets presented on the screen. As he's playing this game, we are wirelessly streaming, in real time, the firing rates from thousands of neurons to a computer. Using these data, we calibrate the decoder by mathematically modeling the relationship between patterns of neural activity and the
So they're actively testing on animals right now, the Neuralink.
different joystick movements they produce. After only a few minutes of calibration, we can use the output from the decoder to move the cursor instead of the joystick. Pager still moves the joystick out of habit, but as you can see, it's unplugged. He's controlling the cursor entirely with decoded neural activity. Our goal is to enable a person with paralysis to use a computer or phone with their brain activity alone. Because they wouldn't be able to move a joystick, they would calibrate the decoder by imagining hand movements to targets. One of the things the Neuralinks allow Pager to do is to play his favorite video game, Pong. To control his paddle on the right side of the screen, Pager simply thinks about moving his hand up or down. We've removed the joystick altogether. Now that he's up to speed, let's increase the difficulty and see how well Pager can play with the Neuralink.
Weird, huh? Completely weird. Why is his mouse on that thing, though?
Pager is amazingly good at mind pong. He's focused, and he's playing entirely of his own volition.
We
It's
don't
not
know
magic.
that, though.
The reason Neuralink works
We're just taking their word for it. We don't really know that he's hooked up to Neuralink, right?
is because it's recording and decoding electrical signals from the brain. Great game, Pager. And what better reward for a monkey than a banana? We still have challenges
racist.
spanning many fields of engineering. So if you're good at solving
Not all
hard
monkeys like bananas. Okay, we have some more stuff, more videos, guys. Let's go down the list. Got a funny video thing. Okay, hold on. The real invisible cloak stuff. That's pretty cool. You just sent that in. Okay, let's do a meme video.
Popped one in, mashed the end on this. Ta-da!
And you should see what else you can do.
What the? Grace, the beginning of the show, for the first hour and 50 minutes of the show, we just covered news too, current events, and now we're just hanging out and watching some videos.
Yeah.
Yep, we're mixing it up, mixing up the format. Okay, wait a minute. What is this? What are we about to watch?
One blanket.
Great.
Two blankets.
I think I just went to a whole different video. Great. Okay, here we go. We're back. So he's putting Nutella in an orange. What the No way. That scarred the kid for life. What?
Straw check.
No, thank you. Hey, sorry I yelled. Oh no.
Oh. What the heck? Ew, what the fuck? I don't get that one. Oh.
Hey yo,
that was funny.
back abs check.
Wait a minute, what the heck is this one? Yeah, wait, why is there a toilet in this room and why are there a bunch of chairs?
Hey yo, back abs check.
It's straight up a six-pack.
That's how furries.
Please duet this if you can blow a duck call better.
Born and raised in South Alabama. Been duck hunting since I was knee high. Hell, I don't even need a fancy call. We hunt them at night too. Oh yeah, come here, duck.
Hey, don't you bark at me, bitch. Are you good?
What the heck? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Press 1 in the chat if you just closed your eyes when that bottle hit the screen.
Look at this view. What the fuck?
Apparently it likes its bacon.
This is what happens when I forget to feed my girlfriend.
What the heck?
Only thing that expand when heated. In fact, heat causes almost everything to expand.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the power to do it.
So fucking pissed off. I ordered Baby Yoda on fucking Wish. What the actual fuck is this, bro? What the what is this? Baby yogurt? What the fuck?
I don't know what, like, I'm not an expert on what Baby Yoda is supposed to look like to a T, but I know that that is not what Baby Yoda is supposed to look like. Aw, animals loving cats. Oh my god. How rude. No, no, no. That's messed up. Subtle messed upness. What? Wait a minute. Not good.
Você pica o pé nele. Não, tô louco ventilador aqui, mano. O que tá acontecendo com essa merda aqui, ó? O motor tá até quente, cara. Ó, vou ligar pra vocês de novo, ó.
That looks dangerous.
E a tomada ali, essa desgraça. Agora me explica, hein?
Oh my god. Do you get it? This meme is from the future. You don't get the reference yet. Do you get it? I get it. How sus. The imposter is sus. An Among Us meme. Oh my god.
Okay.
Look down, sleep. That's it. Let it go. NASA is planning on going to Mars. We've got you here, our first Martian when I count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Just sit up, open your eyes. Hey there, our first Martian. What's your first impression of the planet Earth here? What'd you have for breakfast this morning? It doesn't sound good. Did you like it?
This meme is for Black Eagle. Whoever saw the new Godzilla movie.
I don't know if anybody else's cat is like this,
good.
But you can't like have my cat scratch the scratch pad on his own. You gotta like rev him up. You gotta really just rev him up and get those ears down. And there he goes. You can pretty much just do it like whenever you want to.
I don't know about this guy.
I can't, dude.
He can't even, right? He can't even. Jeez, you're gonna draw. Are you gonna kill this guy or what?
Top 10 cats I would pet instead of my cat. None. Because look at him.
Look at that dog in the suit, man.
Oh, step on a crack, break your mom's back.
I love my mom.
Step on a crack, break a sex offender's back. Oh,
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, the puppy turns the alarm off. Oh my god. What the heck? Oh. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's like a 1 week, 2 week old puppy.
Who up in there? Who
Right.
up in there? What the? Oh!
stop it, yo. Taking that leave me the fuck alone, boy. Hey, what that toilet paper at?
You know you're really f***ing old
That
when
is
the
funny.
You know you're really f***ing old when the computer you used in primary school is in a museum.
What would you like to talk about?
I don't know, the usual father-son stuff.
What are your views on hentai manga? Do you see it as art or...
What? You catch that one? Aw, little doggos. I don't understand that one. The punchline. Huh. That. Oh my god, huskies are wild.
Walter, what is your opinion about the current state of the pandemic? Okay, thank you.
The Rottweiler?
Yes,
they're
sir.
funny.
I'd like to take your statement.
Whoa. Mountain goats are nuts. They can climb up anything.
Here, check this out.
What? Showing my dad this meeting. I don't get it.
You just did it. You made him put your glasses on.
Oh.
Jeez. Who is this? There's a gecko on the Oh, no way. Oh my god. The 4chan microphone meme is invading TikTok.
Tell me how you know your boyfriend won't cheat on you.
I don't understand that one. Whoa, that's a cool mountain.
So I just adopted him, like I literally just finished doing the process and everything. So, are you coming home with mommy? Are you coming home with mommy tonight? Yeah?
Aww.
Are you coming home with me? Yeah, you are. I look at you. Oh my god, my baby. My baby.
Aww.
I'm about to cry. Oh, my baby.
Good. I like people that adopt dogs. Just take good care of them.
Tag, you're it.
What the fuck is this?
Tag, you're it. Tag, you're it. Tag, you're it. Yes.
Hello. You're such a good boy. You're just. There's two of them. No way.
Of course, they throw in the ending dog memes, guys. That was good. That was a good one. Let's look for some more questions. What happened to America's electronics store? This is the 8-bit guy. This is stuff that I would watch on my own, but I'm going to bring you into the fold. We'll see if we can get away with watching it. And I think one more Jamie Kennedy video. Probably a half hour more of the stream. Let's see. Do I have a shorter? Shoot. Crap.
Pandemic.
Whoops.
Right.
Let's watch this one. Self-assembling wires. And I'm going to read the chat to find out if there's any more questions.
Today, we're going to talk about a really cool experiment brought to us by Alfred Hubler, a professor of physics at the University of Illinois. We're going to study self-assembling wires made of metal ball bearings, which form emergent structures. First, let's go over the setup. We start out with a petri dish and fill it up with castor oil, then put
Todushek on Twitch says, thanks for showing me Vintage Story. Game is really fun. You're welcome. Yeah, game is it's pretty awesome. Time consuming. There's some great mods for it though. Check out the mods on their website.
Put in metal ball bearings. Castor oil is a bit thicker than vegetable oil and keeps the ball bearings from moving around too fast. The petri dish has a metal ring on the edge, which we apply a negative charge to. Next, we attach a power supply and hang a wire over the top of the petri dish. When we apply a large voltage, electrons get sprayed down to the ball bearings in the dish. Here's a view of the setup. Unfortunately, this isn't an experiment you can try at home. You need huge voltages, which we get from this special power supply. We'll be applying about 20 kilovolts to this experiment. The plugs in your house are 120 volts, so we apply about 200 times the amount of voltage that's in your house. Let's hope nothing blows up.
Wow.
Now let's zoom into the dish. Notice we have all the balls in the center surrounded by the metal ring. You can just see the negative electrode connected to the wire, and you can see the positive electrode hanging down from above the experiment. Now for the fun part. We start applying voltage.
Yeah, he starts getting it with
nothing
evolution,
too interesting
huh?
happens.
That's when I watch the wires, yeah.
But then we notice some movement. The balls start forming chains, called shooters, that try to reach the outside of the dish. A massive race is on.
Isn't this magnetism though, like electromagnetism? Isn't that all we're looking at? We're muting his dumb music. Cool. Looks like veins, huh, kinda?
And all the other shooters die, and a new structure forms.
Why they gotta do the music, huh? It's like forming letters. It's like a Disney Channel. It's like forming letters in it.
We can
like the Disney movies, right, where they hide the stuff.
Start the experiment over, but instead of starting all the balls in the middle, we can group them towards the sides in clumps. What will happen this time? Here we see many stems form and compete with each other for balls. They sway back and forth, picking up new recruits, and sometimes battle with their neighbors.
This is like Slither.io. This is like that game. You ever play that game? We could play one round right now. I can show you. This is like Slither.io, dude.
Neighbors.
Come on with this.
Assembling wires have some really cool properties. Some metrics are very predictable and others are not. For example, whenever you do this experiment, you find that the balls that end the chains make up 22% of the population, balls that are branching points make up 22% of the population, and the rest are connectors. This is always true, even if you change the size of the balls or the number of the balls. Other metrics are not repeatable, like the number of stems. This system reminds us of living trees because we know what the final structure will look like even if we don't know the exact location of all the beads. This system has a lot to teach us. It heals broken branches, self-organizes, and can even be taught to play a simple game of Tetris.
Tetris?
We see complex dynamics arising from local interactions and emergent structures that are sensitive to initial conditions.
No. You just observe that through a lens. It's almost like when you like give human traits to animals, you know? It mimics life. Pretty radical. Pretty radical stuff. What about this? Glitches and Tricks in Real Life by Desync. Glitches and tricks in real life.
A lot of my videos I've done in games and stuff, like game glitches. I figured maybe I could make a vlog to give you like advice and like tips and tricks for the real world, you know, like real life glitches. So the first glitch is do an accelerated back up into this ramp surface here, and we're gonna head towards the beach area. Just watch out for birds and planes when you're flying. Actually, you want to get one bird. Now when you're turning around, just do it real slowly and quietly so you don't
I wonder how he filmed this.
Once you're riding the goose, he uses a can to fly, so you want to make sure he's got that in his mouth the whole time. If he drops that can, you probably want to just look for some water so you can land in it, because you're going to start falling. Alright, so we made it to the beach. There's a level load trigger somewhere over that direction. We need to get a bit closer, so I'm going to just use this pallet. We're going to get down to the beach, because there's a bit of a long sort of ramp you can take, and beaches are pretty cool. So they're pretty long and straight, so you can get a good run up. Just initiate a back up to this ramp surface over here. So you should still have the pickaxe by this point. We're going to use it to hop to the coast. There's some dogs here. I'm just going to skip the dog. Pickaxes are a little bit glitched.
Super high
they have like this physics bug where if you step on them, they send you flying in a random direction naturally. Hit the collision boost, bounce off this headland here. We're going to go north until we hit the load screen. Alright, now we made it to Japan, and it's time to take a quick look around. NPCs are a bit weird in Japan. What a good day to get to Tokyo. Not everything's anime over there. They have a rich culture of anime. Not many people realize, but the Japanese were actually Triforcing IRL for many thousands of years before 4chan. Yeah, me and that DeLuca guy go way back. Now, we're going to get to the gaming section of the game. Actually figured I'd take a bit of a break from that. So here's a deer I found in a forest. The deer in Japan are actually scripted to bow if you press E on them. People think that they've actually learned how to do this because it gets them more food. This person doesn't have any food on it though, so... One thing you gotta watch out, the deer have this script to chase after you if you've got food in your hand, so just hit a back hop away. I've got a couple of them on me now. It's kind of annoying if they keep hanging around because they get in your way. Just initiate a light back hop away from the Bambi. I've already done this section of the game, so...
Pretty funny. Pretty clever video, I thought. I thought that was clever. We're banging out some of these videos, so. This one's 20 minutes. I keep pushing it. We have to just watch this, do a whole video show. A show where we have little news and more videos. Today we did 2 hours of news. GeoCities, 15-minute video. This is a good one. Reacting to my Daily Beast article. Daily Beast like pretty much tries to roast him. It's been a 3 hour and 15-minute video. Gary Maricano, how you doing? Over on D Live. Yes, Prince Charles. We covered him earlier. He has been reincarnated as he wished, right? It might be true because he probably died a long time ago, right? What else is happening? You have to go back to the first 2 hours of the show. We covered a bunch of stuff. I think we're going to be wrapping the show up. Let's watch one more video. Those Jamie Kennedy ones, they're a little long though. We're going to save those for next time. One more short video. Let's watch this one. Hug B, because I want to see if this is watchable, or if we get copyright for it. So how it's actually made. Toaster pastries, guys. 5-minute video. Hug Bees is the channel. Take a look at this.
For people people who need to grab a quick bite for breakfast, the invention of the toaster pastry in the
wish I had one right
1960s
now.
was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Finally, the toaster could be used for...
Yeah, no, the day of that video is good. Jamie talked, it was really good insight into that, the world of politics and stuff.
More than toasting bread.
And reporters.
And the toaster pastry was definitely a sweet alternative. The toaster pastry retains its fruitiness during toasting. The syrupy filling and frosting don't melt out
Man, I
into
wish
the
I had
warm
one of
box.
these.
It's all because toaster pastries are actually made from things called ingredients. This factory exclusively makes organic toaster pastries. The blender operator loads in free-range rice bran, grass-fed syrup, and molasses with minimum amounts of artificial growth hormone. An organic block and some organic dust are also added to the batch organically. Organic water is also piped into the organic blender barrel. Spiral mixers blend the dough until it resembles fiberglass insulation, which is their recommended consistency. Next, the insulation is fed into a hopper that rolls it out onto sheets. A conveyor
I've
moves...
never actually watched one of these guys' videos. If they're all like this, I'm subscribing. We'll subscribe. Very funny. I like the style.
The pastry dough to its inevitable doom. Try as it might, the pastry dough has never been able to stop this kiloton roller. These wheels on the side fold the dough over as it
ASMR
expands,
pastry.
even though one of them isn't moving. A dusting of actual fiberglass insulation prevents the dough from sticking to itself. Meanwhile, the chocolate soup mixture is finally given a purpose in life,
Is that
as
chocolate?
it is emptied onto the pastry sheet in a similar way people empty themselves after eating too many toaster
It
pastries.
looks like strawberry. Damn, they put a lot, don't they? That's way more than Pop-Tarts.
A second sheet of dough used to cover the first sheet
Let's
is
just zoom in.
perforated by a spike roller. The factory could use the second dough sheet intact, but cutting these holes let them save 10% of their dough for later pastry use, gouging the customer in the most efficient way possible. The second sheet of dough then covers the first sheet of dough, which is exactly what I told you would happen.
If they don't poke those holes, it'll puff up like a balloon.
A cylinder with perfect little pockets aligns with the filled portions of the pastry to section them off in the most satisfying thing you'll see all week.
Wow. He ain't lying.
This cylinder cuts the pastry into smaller tarts that you could pop into the oven. Do you get it? Do you see what I did there? You get it? Because I don't. Please explain it to me.
I want this part. See this part here? The excess. I just want that ribbon like baked. I just want to eat that ribbon.
The toaster pastries travel through an oven, which bombards them with top heat and bottom heat, which are the two elements that make convection heat. As you can see here, top heat is fucking nuts.
It's good. It's funny.
Pink frosting made from unicorn sneezes, fairy wishes, and sucrose aspartame is smeared onto the toaster pastries.
Wow, look at that machine. Like a wallpaper.
The factory knows an adequate amount of frosting has been applied when the pastries slop off of the conveyor belt.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
They sprinkle granulated colored sugar flakes onto the pastries, called crunchlets. Other names for these flakes are Zazzlers, Crumbies, Tasty Boys, and Randies. Once they
Zazzler.
cool, the toaster pastries are fast-tracked down a separating conveyor, which takes them to a metal detector, to make sure no toaster pastries are smuggling out any weapons to eventually start a breakfast revolution. The completed tarts are visually
I want this
inspected by
company.
Cindy,
Whose company
who
is
has
this?
seen everything.
Nature's Path.
And finally,
Organic.
as we watch the packaging process in
She was
action,
wearing.
here's a fun toaster pastry fact. Did you know a single toaster pastry is 200 calories? Did you know unfrosted toaster pastries are 10 calories more than that? Did you know sales of Pop-Tarts have never stopped rising for the last 32 years?
Wait, what?
Did you know American obesity...
Wait a minute. Hold on. I have to rewind one fact that caught me. Are the unfrosted ones are more calories than the frosted? Did I hear that correctly?
Did you know unfrosted toaster pastries are 10 calories more than that? Did you know sales of Pop-Tarts have never...
Unbelievable. Unfrosted.
...stopped rising for the last 32 years? Did you know American obesity rates have never stopped rising for the past 32 years?
I want this nature's path. I must.
Hey there. Do you like live streams? Here's a fun little clip from mine. I'm a spooky Japanese high schooler.
Oh, he plays unique games like Bellagio. I like this guy. Hugbees, very good. Very broad content, like myself.
Oh, no.
We're gonna like. Thumbs
Check
up.
me out playing video games and doing other stuff live at the link in the description. Bye-bye.
Very good. Listen to me. That video has been on my queue up above for like 3 shows now. I have not watched any of his content, and I thought that was going to be like more of an ordinary review. It was much better. I just subscribed. I like that guy. And that's about it, guys. It's been a long show. We have to thank the Patreons. Thank Asterios for the amazing donation. 360 worth of Ethereum. It might be worth more now. 0.18 Ethereum. I'm going to sit on it. I'm going to hold it. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out. For the new people, please consider subscribing on all platforms. All the links are down below. We are going to be landing this plane. Detected copyrighted audio. So somewhere in that guy's video towards the very end, a little copyrighted audio. But this is why we're doing this on this channel. Everything should be good right now. Let's put on the intro. Get back to the bunker and intro it up. But guys, it's been amazing. You guys rock. You, the viewer. It's been really fun. We laughed, we cried, we talked about some amazing stuff. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your evening and a good Sunday tomorrow. And I hope to see you on the next episode. Definitely come back, stay tuned, and look on the main channel for all these videos cut up and edited. And thank you for being a part of it. You guys rock. Have a great rest of your evening. Peace.